Yeah, pretty much.
And then you've been like enjoying just going through the campaign and playing three people. So it's been good. So yeah, we're just gonna jump into this scenario and play it out for you. So mild spoilers for the oldest campaign available for this thing. Whatever.
Yeah, we figured this would be a good one to play since.
Yeah, this would be like talking about the twist in The Sixth Sense. Okay, come on.
Right.
Or the Twist and Twister.
But at the same time, it's not like...
Twist and Twister.
Oh my gosh, but at the same time, it's not like the brand new, like, not the demo, but the intro scenario, you know? So you're going to get to see a little bit of upgraded decks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So maybe some cooler stuff than the normal. So,
Yeah, all right.
spoiler
So
alert.
let's go ahead and we got our 3 decks here. Chris,
Yeah.
you wanna read our intro there
Okay.
from the top?
Not the part that says, this is scenario 3. Okay, here we go. The Essex County Express. Recent events in the museum have forced you to really evaluate Armitage's tale about Dunwich. It cannot be a coincidence. Wilbur Whately, the Necronomicon, the creature from Dunwich, and the people and creatures whom attacked here in Arkham. Everything must be connected. You're certain now where you must head. The lonely and dismal town of Dunwich Village. You consider telling the Massachusetts State Police what you know, but the negative consequences outweigh the potential gain.
You're crazy.
Given the nature of your story, you will likely be written off as an absurd hoax.
You're a hoax, an absurd hoax.
Yeah, that's what they...
See?
That's what
See?
they...
Yeah, see? You're a hoax, see?
Worse, they could lock you up.
We're gonna lock you up, see?
Oh no, that's my least favorite. After all, you were present at an illegal speakeasy, and you also trespassed in the museum.
That's right, we did.
Yes.
We did both of those.
Yeah,
They know.
I
They've been
remember
following us. Me and my dog.
Whoops.
I'm Ashcan Pete.
You and you know.
Do you end most of your sentences that way? I'm Ashcan Pete.
Let's jump on this train. I'm Ashcan Pete.
All right, well, and we'll talk about our characters here in a minute, but all right. Instead, you decide to head to Dunwich yourself in order to investigate further. You pack everything you think you might need and manage to get some rest for the night.
Come on, dog. That's all I need. My doggy.
In the morning, you head to the train station on North Side and purchase a last-minute express ticket. Dunwich is several hours by train northwest along the Miskatonic River Valley. There is no train station in Dunwich, but you manage to phone one of Armitage's acquaintances in the small village, a man by the name of Zebulon Whately, who was present during the events several months ago. Never trust a guy named Zebulon.
No,
He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. He's also
Zebulon?
from outer space and an alien.
I don't know.
not quite human.
Armitage's notes indicate that Whately, the Whately family is spread across many branches, some decadent and unscrupulous, others undecayed or otherwise untouched by nefarious and diabolic rites. According to Armitage, Zebulon's branch of the family lay somewhere between the decayed and the undecayed, who knew the traditions of his ancestors but was not corrupted by them. He agrees to pick you up at the closest station and drive you into town. As the train departs from Arkham, you feel the events of the previous night catching up to you, and exhaustion sets in. But before you can safely reach your destination, the train car suddenly rumbles and shakes, startling you out of reverie. The train loudly skids to a violent halt, and you hear a rattling noise behind you. All right, so setup. I assume that you've got the encounter decks.
I got the stuff. So yeah,
Those
these are
main type of
good.
cards. All right, we're going to put one of the 3 engine car locations into play at random. Remove the other versions of engine car from the game.
Okay, let's see. Okay, these are good here, like so. Okay, engine car. We put one random engine car of the 3 into play.
Okay.
All right.
Yep, and then the other 2 go away.
Oh, this one. Looks like a winner.
All right, so we got the engine car.
Yes.
We're going to put that, I guess, furthest to the right.
Right. Furthest to the
Oh my
right.
gosh, we're building a train. I'm so happy right now.
Oh, we're building a train.
I'm so happy right now.
Oh, Ghost Train. It's always my favorite part of Final Fantasy 3, I think. I always
I
liked
played
those.
3, yeah.
3 or it was 6. In
Yeah,
later
depending
release.
where it came out, right?
Yeah, there's a whole Ghost Train thing. And the joke is that one of the characters could do a suplex, and when you fought the Ghost Train, like you're fighting this whole train, and just because it's like Super Nintendo graphics, the character could like...
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, anyway. Put 6 of the 8 train car locations into play at random in a straight line to the left of the engine car. Remove the remaining 2 from the game.
How a train works. I'm so excited.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, right. 6 of these.
6 of
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are out.
Out.
Very good.
Never to be known.
All right, remove the remaining 2. Reveal the leftmost train car. Each investigator begins play in the leftmost location.
Okay, reveal this one. Okay, and they all say, by the way, this is a closed side. Location train. Train car is connected to the locations to its left and right of it, to the left and right of it. You cannot enter train car, and they're all called that, unless all the clues on the location to its left have been discovered.
Okay.
So you cannot enter that until all the locations to its left have been discovered. We flip this over. That's a lot of clues.
Does it have a forced ability?
It does.
Okay. If location has a forced effect that triggers upon entering that location, ignore it.
Okay, got it. So we'll ignore that one. And at the top it just says passenger car. Again, is connected to the location to its left and right. There's 3 per investigator here, so 9 clues.
Woof.
And a shroud value of 1, thankfully.
Fantastic.
Okay.
We're all there.
Set all 4 copies of Across Space and Time aside out of play.
These are aside, out of play.
Ooh, we're going to get pulled out of space and time. That's the worst in Eldritch.
It's the worst.
All right. Based on your difficulty level, add the following chaos tokens to the chaos bag for the remainder of the campaign. We're playing on standard.
We're playing on standard.
So a -3 gets added to our bag.
And they're just, I threw them in this spot right here. They're in there.
There.
Look for a -3.
What else?
+1.
Team Ashcan.
Just,
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, just the one.
Wait till you meet my character. She's a librarian.
She's also been very, very useful.
She has been.
She's been pretty great.
As much as I hate to
-3 going in the bag.
Okay.
All right.
Shuffle the remainder encounter cards to build encounter deck.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, as you can imagine, locations left and right is basically what it explains here.
All right.
All right, cool. So we don't read the back until we reach the resolution.
Until we win. Or die.
Win or die.
Or give up, actually. We've done that too.
Resign. I'm getting out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Didn't we resign one in this campaign, or was that the...
I think we had to in one point. You were meant to.
It was,
All right.
it
Well,
was
that's
the way
right.
to
It's the
trigger
one you,
the end
like,
of
killed
it.
me. That's right.
I
You
didn't
left me
No,
for
you
dead.
killed yourself. All right, then we have these.
Might have been my fault.
All right.
All right.
So this is kind of what drives the game here. These are the 2 main. So this is like kind of the bad stuff side of the story card, and this is the stuff that we're trying to progress through here. Just for quick reference.
Yep,
Shall
yep.
we read these as well?
Yep.
All right. Agenda 1A, a tear in reality. As the train to Dunwich comes to a jarring stop, you look out the window behind you and see an immense tear in the sky, like a rip in a piece of cloth. Several of the rearmost train cars are pulled backwards,
Oh dear.
and there's a dreadful metallic crunch as they are detached. The train cars topple upwards and towards the rift in the sky. Nearby passengers are panicking inexplicably. Others are cowering in their seats, and one elderly man has fainted in fear.
Haha, sucker.
All right, so our first objective is to run! Exclamation point. The train has stopped on a bridge high above the Miskatonic River. You might be able to survive the fall, but you don't like your chances. Your best bet is to make your way to the engine car as fast as you can and get the train running again. Objective: if an investigator enters the engine car, immediately advance. And there's a few cards in each of these stacks here that will advance kind of the story, the bad stuff part of the story, and then our main objective, basically.
All right.
My concern is if we go up all there, we're leaving clues behind. All right, sorry.
We can't even. No, we can't enter this. You cannot enter this train unless all the clues on the location to its left have been discovered.
Oh, I hadn't seen that.
So we just gotta search, or investigate.
Oh, they all have that
ton.
same? Oh my gosh. Well, unfortunately, I kind of suck at investigating.
Some might not have as many clues. Some might have no
Yeah.
clues. I really don't recall what these look like. I've done this in the past, but it's been a long, long
If you
time.
said
recall,
this was
would
the
you tell
first?
us?
No, I would, but I really don't remember. All right. So then we are going to set ourselves up here. We have our character. I'm playing Ashcan Pete. I have my trusty dog, Duke. And then I'll shuffle up the rest of my deck, and we all do this. We'll give ourselves a hand of 5 cards and 5 resources and get ready to go. With a mulligan in there if we want it.
Chris, do you want a handful of resources? Because you use them.
Yeah, sure. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. Thank you.
I should be responsible and go ahead and take some of that damage, but nah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want some damage over
I'm
there? Because
good.
you take
I'm
it.
good.
You do need 1 physical
I
trauma.
do, yep.
That's one of the neat things about the game. Because you play it as a campaign over multiple scenarios, if you get knocked out, health or sanity-wise, you permanently start future games in the campaign with one of those types of damage.
Yep.
However, we all do have some different stats, and I can have 9 health when I start with 1, so
And I'm the opposite. I
just a flesh
have
wound.
5 physical health, but 9 mental endurance.
Alright, I started with my basic weakness, so that's an automatic mulligan, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you can
okay.
set that
Yep.
aside and draw and then mulligan.
And then mulligan, okay, got it. Oh, which one I got?
No, you can't tell me.
Can I show you?
No, I'm good. I'm not. I'm just gonna mulligan the 1 card for that. Okay, and then we shuffle anything we mulliganed out of our opening hand back in the deck. You said it anyway. Okay, well,
I don't know if
she gets
you're-
excited about what she draws in her deck. She's never not like.
I don't think she's capable of not being
thing.
like, oh yeah, I got the...
I know.
Although she typically
get
doesn't sound like Macho
excited
Man
about
Randy
my
Savage.
weapon.
Oh yeah, machete.
Okay, not exactly like that.
Oh, I got you for 5 minutes. 5 minutes of machete playtime.
Do you see what they say there in the chat? If I remember a bit, this one a bit. If I
What?
remember, this one is a bit rough for
Oh, it
Duke due to the movement restriction.
Oh, Duke.
Rough.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
a pun.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was punny.
That was.
Some people are saying this is a very memorable scenario, so we'll see what you've done
Oh
here
no,
to us.
what have you done to us? Stay back, I'll handle this. Oh. See, I didn't say what the card was.
Machete.
I didn't tell you what it was. I just read you the flavor.
Well done.
Ah, you stupid dog. Oh, I got a different card.
Can't help yourself. Can't do it.
What it was.
All right, guys. So, a breakdown here for a game round has 4 parts. Mythos phase, which we're skipping right now. Investigation phase, we're going to take turns. Enemy phase, the baddies will do their thing. And then upkeep phase, where we reset some things, draw a card, gain some resources, stuff like that. So, and we can take these turns in whatever order we want to. Usually, if it's investigation heavy, Chris will take lead on that. Though Camilla is technically the lead investigator for this whole
Heck,
campaign.
yes, I am.
She's the one she used to be a Fed, and I'm a hobo. And you're a librarian,
Oh, I
which
wonder
is
if I ever arrested
slightly
you.
worse.
I bet I did.
Wow. Not that I disagree, but wow.
All right.
I don't really know how we all kind of got connected.
I love that. Yeah, I love thinking of reasons why these 3 people would all be doing this together. That's some of my favorite stuff to
The
be like.
former Fed, yeah.
I mean,
like
obviously,
you're-
I arrested you.
You think I was just when you got called to go talk to Armitage? Mm-hmm. Maybe Armitage called you, and I was like, literally, you were like taking me in.
Oh, I bet so. and
It's
was
like I have to
well,
go
buddy.
make a detour, and you were
Yeah.
like, I guess I gotta
you're
just
coming
keep
with me.
you coming with. Yeah,
Oh,
Bring
I
your
like
dog.
that.
that could work.
I'll let you come if you bring the dog.
And you proved yourself
Made a
pretty
deal.
useful.
Right, and I've been useful, right?
What are you doing, little girl?
Excuse me.
Grown woman.
I'm a grown
No, it's
woman.
not. Is it really? Well, I was a child the whole time.
It's a librarian.
a child librarian.
What kind of child labor libraries do you go to?
What's going
Don't
on?
ask questions.
The little kid's like,
It is
you want
a
to check out a
woman.
book? I can't reach anything
Okay.
past any of
In my
them.
defense, she has like a doily around her neck. Yeah.
Look, it was the-
Only
it was the
children
It
are
was the
right.
style of the times.
Well.
Yeah, I had an onion tied around my belt. It was not one of those nice white onions like we have nowadays. It was the big yellow ones. That
Gross.
This was back in the days when
Nasty.
this is back in the days when onions would cost a quarter. But the thing is that the nickels had bumblebees on them, so for a quarter you could get 5 bees. That's what you'd say. 5 bumbles for a quarter, please.
What is he talking about?
Simpsons. If you ever don't know,
It's Simpsons.
Simpsons.
All right.
All right. Let's do this thing. You want to take
I have so many
take a stab at this?
things that I want to tell you about.
You've already done that. You already did it. Don't worry. All right.
Let's see. So,
There we go. The deep lore is that Ashcan neglected to return a library book, and the FBI got called in to apprehend Ashcan over the late fees.
So we had
There
to
we
take
go.
y'all in for mitigation, and
you
on the
just-
way, got the call.
you got your guitar there. You're like, can I pay my late fees and playing Hotel California?
It's a little anachronistic, but I'll accept it.
No. The Beach Boys stole it from you.
Oh, also Beach Boys?
Yes. All right. Okay.
It's an alternate history. Let's go with that. Alternate history. The Beach Boys, who wrote Help, and they put out also the Black Album.
Yeah.
With Enter Sandman.
And Bohemian Rhapsody.
Ding, 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 ding. Enter light.
All right.
Exit night.
So we got 9 clues to get through.
We sure have a lot of clues, and
Fun
we're
fact.
ignoring the forced thing. So,
I'm terrible at clue getting.
what are you gonna do?
It almost feels like a waste to use this now. I think I'm going to hold on to it. Let's see.
Again, if we don't get these clues out of here, we don't move.
I know. I could get extra clues, but
How
You
many?
cannot enter the train car unless all the clues from the location to its left have been
How
discovered.
many do until we advance? I can't.
4.
See. 4. Oh.
4.
And then this one, if an investigator enters the engine car, immediately advance. Right.
Okay. Ooh.
So technically, I mean, in theory, we could eliminate all of that, but we might want to be playing out some cards to kind of build up our characters. Yeah. Pass me the bag. I'm just gonna start investigating. 'Cause I-
Do it. You're just going for it. Okay, so the
Investigate.
shroud here, he's going to make a test, a skill test to investigate. Difficulty is 1, as listed on this card right here. And he has a 5 in that stat. Very good at that.
And I pulled out a -1.
Minus
so,
one.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Works.
So I still beat that, obviously.
And he gets a clue. That's 1 of 3 actions
I'm gonna switch
per
up
player turn.
Another 3.
Yeah, go
Just
ahead.
because we're gonna be going through them pretty quick.
I think I'm just gonna go for it again. So you pull out a chaos token from the chaos bag over here.
Chaos.
That's a -4, so it still passes.
Still
get it?
passes.
That's the worst token in there,
ridiculous.
except for the
Yes,
auto
Except
fail.
for the
Pretty
tentacles.
good. You're an animal at this.
Get trapped in the
An animal. A librarian animal.
That's
And a child.
a child librarian.
I'm gonna do a third one. That's a
You
-2.
still got
Look
it.
at that.
That
There you go.
is both impressive and sickening.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, so you're done. We flip that over. That's that for you. You want to go next, or should I?
Sure, but I'm going to start by playing for cost of 2 resources here. Play only if there is. Oh, this says a clue, but it can be like multiple clues, right?
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
clues.
If there's
okay,
any
yeah,
clue, yeah,
at
if
least
there's
a
a
clue.
clue.
And then I get to draw 3 cards.
Sweet.
Yes, I did it.
I bet I know what it is.
What is it? Guess.
Some sort of weapon.
No, it's a flashlight. Oh, it can be a weapon. Yes.
Anything can be a weapon if you try hard enough.
I was
Okay.
wrestling with a hunting horror and hitting him with a rabbit's foot for a
You
while.
were.
Remember that,
You
guys?
did.
And
I
rolled up
remember that.
I rolled up newspaper.
Kinda, you
Bad.
fed him some.
Bad hunting
Fed him
horror.
You don't eat
some.
the janitor. Look at what you've done. Bad.
Alright, and then last one, I'm gonna draw to investigate as well.
There you go. You're
However-
doing no flashlight.
No
Don't forget, if you
flashlight.
do the flashlight,
It's automatic. Well,
you
unless
drop
I
this
get-
to 0. And even if you
Yeah.
drop below your own stat, like if you put the -4 and you're at -1, you reset to 0 is the lowest you can be before you compare.
But the auto fail is auto failing. Tentacles
still, yeah.
are not. Okay. The tentacles. No. I think I'll hold on to the flashlight because we don't know. I mean, that's a really low shroud.
And you're
I'm
3.
a 3.
Okay, so
it's
3
like-
against a 1 difficulty right now. Do it. You did it.
Did it.
Bam.
See?
Minus
I don't
one
hear
got nothing on
anything
you.
About being a traitor.
All right, that's going to be mean.
All right, so
It's gonna be me.
Oh, yeah, you're
character
done
flips
here.
over.
You're
I'm
done,
yeah, put me to
Fed.
sleep there.
What am I doing here? I'm Ash Campese.
never speak ill of the chaos bag. It will come back to haunt you.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to go ahead and put out Joey the Rat Vigil.
Ooh.
You guys didn't realize I had Joey the Rat also boarded the train.
What's he doing with the rat there?
Just pulled him out of your.
No, it's money. They call him the rat.
Oh, he is the rat? I thought he was like...
Yeah, his name's Joey the Rat.
Oh, okay.
And he is an ally, my ally, also a criminal.
That makes sense.
So Joey the Rat,
Well, you just pulled this whole guy out of your bag.
yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that for an action. That's 1. For a second action, emergency cash.
Oh, yes, I like that card.
And I get 3. Then I'm going to activate the ability on Joey the Rat. This is a
It's free
free activation here. It says spend 1 resource, choose an item asset from your hand and play it, paying its cost. So I'm exchanging basically 1 resource for an action by doing this. So I'm going to pay 1. I've spent 2 actions. I'm paying this, and I'm putting out my newspaper for 1. But if I do it that way, I still have an action left. You see? And now I will investigate with Duke. Duke exhausts to investigate. He gives me a base skill of 4. And I get +2 because of my newspaper. Duke knows how to read. Little known fact.
Some pig.
6. 6 for me to a difficulty of 1. Blam. +1.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Duke
my god.
has a great vocabulary.
Sniffing out those clues.
Done. Give me that clue.
He's reading them old newspapers. Back in the 30s, like, newspapers were dense, you know?
Yeah,
Not like the modern newspapers that are all just low in fiber.
I know. It's all GIFs or GIFs or one of those. All right, that's it. So we've all gone. Now we do the enemy phase, but there's no baddies in play. We don't have to worry about it.
Not yet.
Upkeep phase is reset actions, which is these. Ready all exhausted cards, which is that. Each investigator draws 1 card and gains 1 resource.
Blop.
And then we check our hand limits, which is 7. We're good. With that done, then we go to the beginning of the new round, which is the Mythos phase, the one we skipped. And we begin with putting 1 Doom on the agenda. Doom. Then we advance the agenda. If the Doom threshold is satisfied, it's 4. There's only 1 on there, so we're good. And then each investigator is going to draw a card from the top of the encounter deck and deal with that.
All right, that's me first because I'm lead investigator. Terror from beyond. Hex. Terror. Peril. What does peril mean?
Peril means you cannot consult with us. You should still read it if you, but we just can't give you advice.
Revelation. Choose one of the following card types. Oh, I hate this one. Asset, event, or skill.
Oh, man.
Each player must discard each card in his or her hand that is of the chosen card type. If this is not the first copy of Terror from Beyond drawn this phase, choose 2 card types instead. Gross. I think I'm gonna get rid of. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do.
Tell us what you want.
What I really, really want is, I think, skill. I'll do skill.
I'm good.
Oh!
Dang.
Man, remember when you stabbed me with that one last time?
That is a very
I'm just kidding. I am
unfortunate
unfortunate. No, that stinks. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I lost my deduction, which is the get multiple clues.
Oh, and that's the one that you're like, I'm going to save that for later.
Yeah.
No, don't give me your judge. Get your judgy eyes off of me. No. I'm going to arrest you again.
Lay him back on.
I'm going to arrest you again. All right.
That's fine. That's fine. I got
Okay.
2 of those cards.
I guess
You're
I'll go. Broken Rails. Revelation. Each investigator at your location loses 1 action. Each investigator at your location with 4 or more damage must also discard an asset he or she controls. Ouch. Okay, so we all lose 1 action.
All right, 2 actions this turn. So Chris can not get all the clues.
Dissonant voices. He does not like bad singing.
No.
No.
Oh, those Beach Boys.
Yeah. Revelation, put dissonant voices into play in your threat area. You cannot play assets or events. Forced. At the end of the round, discard dissonant voices.
See, I helped you by having you discard your events. Couldn't you?
All right. Great job.
Yep. Thank
Team
you.
player. That's what they call me.
All right, so we got to get these 4 clues, and we only have 6 actions among us to do it.
I can't play cards or anything, so I think I might as well just.
Cannot play assets or events, yeah. Okay.
I got nothing to do, so I might as well just
I mean,
try
There
to
you go.
investigate them.
oh yeah.
Give it a go.
Hiya! I'm down to 4. That passes the Shroud of 1. Next up, whoop! 5 passes the Shroud of 1.
That's it, you 2 actions.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, 2 actions.
That's it.
I could use the flashlight and get the last one, or is it worth the flashlight action?
If you clear this, I can use Duke to move and search.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. I mean, yeah.
There will be some forced enter ability, but
But you can.
Joey the Rat is with me. It's all fine.
That's right.
Yeah.
When in doubt,
I trust you, Joey the
throw
Rat.
Joey at him. He'll be fine.
Get him.
I
right.
worry about what my gangster nickname would have been back in the day.
Really?
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, the rat doesn't seem very, like,
It's not very flattering.
no. And Joey wasn't sitting there like, hey, guys, what do you think about calling me the rat? I was thinking about, is it a good angle? You know, is it a good look?
Are you talking about like legitimately when you were in
No, he means like if he had
If-
been born in this time, in the 20s.
Oh, okay.
Not now.
I was wondering where you were going.
Simpsons. Just assume it's from the
Simpsons
Simpsons.
again. I missed
No, I'm not,
it's
not
not,
a
it's
particular
not.
Simpson. I just mean, yeah, like, I don't think I'd have a
what
flattering
would you?
nickname.
Yeah,
back
I
then.
see.
I would have been called.
You would have been something. Sorry.
I don't know. I was about to make up some garbage.
I was saying you would have been some play on like being Korean, but never mind.
Yeah,
I'm not going to go any
probably wouldn't
further
have
with
been
this.
very
I'm going to
good.
take
Well,
my
your last
turn.
name is Yi. There might have been something there.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. The Yi sir. Yes, sir. Yi sir.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, the Yi Meister. Is that a thing? The Yi fruit.
It is now.
Ye fruit, there you
The
go.
Yi fruit? Like jackfruit?
Ye old corner store.
You are really breaking
Alright, I'm
Go.
going to take my turn.
Is it 2 a.m. yet?
so.
Is it 2 a.m. yet?
Alright, I used my flashlight, so the shroud is 0.
Really?
Well, it's -1, right?
Really? Give it a go.
Really?
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
+1 for each clue on your location, so I got a lot.
All right, so that's your first
That's
action.
my second action. Should I use my flashlight again or save the flashlight for? You need me to do it because you're going to go in there.
Ideally.
Yeah. All right. I'll do it.
If you have it, use it.
I did it. Gotta get the tentacles though. I'm just saying. So what is?
Yeah, that's a good one. The pun Yi sure.
Punyish.
Oh. Aw.
You did it.
I did it.
Hey,
All clear. There you go. See, that's how you team play.
this is how we do it.
All right, now I'm going to do Duke's ability here. Exhaust Duke, investigate. You investigate with a base skill of 4. You may move to a connecting location immediately before investigating with this effect.
Yes.
I'm going to jump in here. Oh!
Go get him, Duke.
You don't really know how trains work, do you?
Okay, this one has a shroud of 4.
Woo!
1 clue per player, so only 3.
It's good.
And then it says forced. After you, it's just called passenger car. After you enter passenger car, you must either discard cards from your hand with at least a total of 2 strength icons or take 2 damage. Oh,
So is Joey the Rat going to get punched in the face for you?
likely.
I like the idea of you just, like, I'm about to hop in that train car. You grab your friend and just
That's when you
shove him
enter?
through the door.
Yeah. Get in there, Joey. Let me get 2 hits.
You
You're
got
just
it.
taking the hits.
Well, when you say taking, you see.
You mean putting?
I mean putting them on Joey the Rat.
Joey the
Okay?
Rat.
That's why they call him the Rat.
Oh, you don't have your jock hat out, do you?
No. And so if I do draw him,
Yeah.
assuming I don't have him, I would just let Joey the Rat here go. All right, so I did that, and now I'm still investigating. Base skill of 4. The difficulty there is 4. I have a clue, so this no longer works. The newspaper.
Oh, I was an account. I could have been called Numbers.
Calculator.
Numbers.
Calculator.
That's true.
I
That
like
does
that
sound
one.
like numbers is like, yeah, numbers, get in here. That does sound
Yeah.
like a thing for sure.
No, we are playing on standard difficulty, not easy difficulty.
All right, here we go, guys. So I'm taking just 4 to 4.
You're so brave.
Well, I might also.
She was talking to the dog.
Oh, I was not talking to you. He's also handsome.
Oh, thank you.
No, again, not talking to you.
Yeah, Ash can
You're
Pete.
an
I'm Ash can
You're an Ash can. You ain't handsome.
All right, let's see. -3.
Oh.
Did you do it?
Don't worry about it. Okay, so my
Numbers.
total was 4.
Hey, Numbers, did he make it?
Well, you carried a 7 over in the no.
No. Barely missed.
Someone within our organization has been revealing revealing secret information. We have whittled it down to either Johnny Tightlips or Frankie the Squealer.
Let me guess. Simpsons?
Is that Simpsons?
You know.
Oh.
I guess I'm done, guys. Oh no, that was one action, wasn't it?
Yes, you have one more action.
Second action.
Numero dos.
Sucks.
The 2 actions per turn is rough. Numbers was a Dick Tracy villain. I could see that. I could see accountants being the bad guys.
I love Pete pushing Joey in front of Duke to protect him. Yes.
All right, I'm going to do his ability here. The free trigger, discard a card from your hand, ready an asset you control.
Ooh.
That's free. I have my second action. Get him, Duke!
Yeah.
Duke is at it again.
Oh, no, he has a deeper bark. Look at him. He's a hound. No, what? Do you know what a hound sounds like? No, that is a dying hound dog.
-1. Okay, so I'm failing by 1.
But
Look what I found! Alright, so fast. Play after you fail a skill test by 2 or less while investigating, which is why I couldn't do it, because I failed by 3.
Oh.
And so if I fail by 2 or less, I discover 2 clues in my location.
oh yes.
So,
You're so handy.
yeah, thank you. I'm Ash
No,
Can
I'm
Pete.
talking to Duke again. No.
Ash Can Pete.
Just assume he's making Simpson references and I'm talking to Duke.
Okay,
You'll
guys.
be fine.
Okay.
Done. We're nearly at the station.
First of your idea? Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
yeah.
Oh, dear.
All right.
There's only 2, I think.
Okay, all
so
right.
it's
all right.
basically work your way up the
Yeah,
whole train.
Okay, but can I shoot something?
Soon.
Not yet.
If I had a gun.
All right, we're good. Enemy phase, no. Upkeep phase.
All right.
Ready that.
Ready.
Yeah, nothing
Ready that. Draw that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And everybody good?
Draw a card, get an asset or a
got it.
resource.
Something not great.
It's now the end of the round, so I'm going to discard Dissonant Voices. I can play things again.
I am going to
So put a nasty on there. Doom.
doom.
Doom, 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 doom.
And then you draw some
And then I'm
badness.
drawing some baddies. Terror from Beyond. I just did this one. No, peril. Choose one of the following: asset, event, or skill. Each player must discard all of them in the hand. Do I have to have what I say?
No.
Well, if I just did skill, let's do skill again, because you guys should have all been discarded.
Are you kidding? You got the other one?
What?
I had 2 of these upgraded deductions to
What?
get multiple clues.
Oh,
Okay.
Dead. They're gone.
I'm sorry.
You
You're terrible,
Fred.
Fred.
I'm not numbers.
you played the numbers.
Yes.
You played numbers.
I played numbers. Oh,
You can't play
man.
numbers, see?
Super chat.
Oh, thank you.
We have a super chat. This super chat entitles you to 1 free tentacle token redeemable when you least want to draw it. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you. Gee. What a sweet guy, this guy.
Oh, man.
All right, guys. So it's me. Now I have some dissonant voices, so I cannot play assets or events. Deal with this till the end of the round. Okay.
Fantastic. Will you draw me one, please?
There you go.
Thank you, sir. I don't want it. Take it back. Okay, broken rails. Each investigator at your location loses an action. Each
Sweet.
investigator at your location with 4 or more damage, so not applicable.
It's
there.
you two.
Yep, us 2.
I'm good.
Dang, that really throws a wrench in
They call me
Space Channel.
What?
So I cannot play assets or events, huh?
You didn't tell me why, though. Because
Why?
the train is shaking and shudders violently back and forth along the tracks, knocking you to the ground. So you have to use an action to stand up. See, now I get it.
There you go. It makes sense.
Makes sense. I got it. I understand what I'm doing now.
I need to get that clue and then jump into the next one. Maybe you should try to get that clue. It's got a nasty threshold.
Yeah, the problem is...
What are you thinking you might be doing? You want to build up your board a little bit this round?
Before I make him discard it, probably not a bad idea.
Yeah. Maybe, because I could get... You don't have a lot to do, right? Besides give it a try, basically, right?
Give it a try. I cannot play cards. It's part of my problem, also.
Right.
I mean...
I'm just brute forcing this thing at this point.
I do have a flashlight. I could go in there and take it with my last flashlight. I was going to bring that down to 2, and then I'm at 3. That's the best I could...
Again, my reason for saying it that maybe getting that one is better is because I can save an action with Duke that lets me move and investigate in a single go. Duke is just going to jump in there and take care of it, so...
I could try it, and if I fail, then...
Can I come in?
You
Okay,
could try it. I mean, or I could take a turn to build up stuff, because I only have 2 actions anyway, so...
You are just starting to sit on those, so maybe you should try it.
Yeah.
And I could maybe be a backup, or I could...
You can try to do some of that.
I mean, I will be going at it with a 3. I guess I could get rid of this one. Discover a clue at your cloak. Yeah, I could do that instead to beef it up to not guarantee it, but okay. So I'll move 1 into here. 2, I'll try to get it.
With the flashlight.
With the flashlight, which is going to bring it down to a 2. I'm at 3, 4, 5.
All right.
All right.
Difficulty's 2, you're at 5.
That's good. That's good.
Oh!
Heyo!
I did it! I'm a team player. Don't forget it. I'm done.
Oh, this forced happens to everybody, not just when it's revealed.
Oh,
Sorry.
what was it?
It's after you enter, you have to discard cards from your hand equal to 2 strength or take 2 damage.
I don't like that, but I have. Alright, my guard dog. He's a goner.
2 strength?
It's a 3, right?
No, like 2
strength.
strength symbols. Or take 2 damage.
I'm taking the damage. No.
Give me
bro.
damage. 2
Oh.
damage.
Bop-bop.
Bop.
Bop-bop-bop-bop.
There you go. You hit your
You don't
face
got
on the
hurt.
way in.
Well,
Ask Joey the rat.
you know what?
All right, so you're good? Well,
Yes.
then I'm going to go ahead. Duke aroo, jumps in here. Okay, this one says, connected. Forced. After you enter passenger car, you must either discard a card from your hand with at least 1 question mark icon, a wild icon, or take 1 damage and 1 horror.
What? Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's nasty.
This is very easy to investigate, thankfully, and there's only 3 clues in it.
Oh, I should have not taken that damage.
You got to take the damage.
Why didn't you go in there first?
Take the damage.
go in there
Okay, so what
first.
am I doing? Discard the wild or take both? I'm going to take, give me 1 of each. I'm going to go ahead and take the damage myself. Joey the rat, we call him the sponge. He's going to take the sanity hit.
Rat sponge.
It's like a terrible band. Rat sponge. All right, and now I'm investigating with Duke. Difficulty is 1. My value is 4. That is good.
You did it.
So that was 1. 1 action.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do
Joey Jojo Shabadoo the
first
rat.
action. I'm gonna just.
Jojo.
These are not great tests.
Late Night Simpsons references.
I could
This is
draw
great.
more, I suppose.
You people get me.
That's another Simpsons reference? What is
I'll
going on?
discard that to Ready Duke, and I'll do it again. Okay, second action, same deal. 4 against 1, as it should be. -2, still good.
Still good.
Second action, and for my third, I think I'd like to draw a card. Aw, yeah.
My brain is still chilling out here.
I am still chilling. I'm going to, for my first action of 2, put out my arcane studies.
Thank you for the super chat
Oh.
very much.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Thank
Mitchell,
you.
appreciate it.
So somebody says Roland can take it like a boss. You can take the hits.
Yes, I did. Like a boss. Now it's that sanity. Not so
Okay.
much.
This is a tough
We've been through a lot.
choice. I think by second action, I'm just going to draw a card. I don't love this. I don't love what I've done. Okay.
You done?
I'm done.
Woof.
All right.
The dog goes.
That's that.
No enemies for the enemy phase.
Nothing there, right? So reset these.
Okay. Ready your cards.
Ready all this.
Resource and a card draw.
There he is.
Hiya. Oh, you got it?
You don't know what happened, and then I'm going to discard
telling
this.
us your hand?
No. No. Done. Okay. We're putting out some nasty right here.
Oh, we're getting close, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
No good.
This
All right.
is bad for me. I'm
Go
going to
ahead.
take a beating.
Oh, yes. Oh, no. Claws of steam. Oh, that looks so cool. Look. Actually, looks like claws of water, though.
No, it's steam.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's claws of
seen-
steam. Have you read the
Steam.
card?
Steam
I
is made
have,
out of water.
But I'm saying, if you look at it, steam doesn't
Right?
have like little.
Numbers would know.
Look at this. It's like spitting.
His original name was Science.
Okay, you know what? I'm saying right now that looks like water. Revelation, test 3.
Willpower,
Willpower. That stinks. I got rid of that card. If you fail, take 2 damage, and you cannot move from the location. Damage from this effect must be assigned to your assets first. Joke's on you, I don't
Whoa.
have any friends. So. Ain't got none.
Joey the Rat is up here laughing at you. Get you some low-life friends, pal.
With like a bloody nose.
3, I'm
Yeah.
at
You gotta have
3.
somebody to throw in the way.
All right, I'm
Joey, are you
gonna
bleeding out of your
boost
ear?
it
It's
up.
fine. Give me a
I'm
cotton ball.
I'm here to help you, pal.
So I'm at 3 naturally.
You're Ashcan Pete.
All right, I'm gonna boost it up to 4.
Okay, that's it. That's all you got?
That's all I got.
Oh, you.
You know what else I got? Uh-oh.
Okay, that one
Oh, dear.
says -1.
Oh!
If
got
you
it.
fail and it is your
Ah.
turn, just so you know, you didn't fail.
yeah.
But if you fail and it is your turn, lose all remaining actions and end your turn immediately.
That would be...
It's only a -1. It only should you
Uncomfortable.
should only lose if you're literally testing against the value that
Yeah. But because I had boosted with this card, I'm good.
you're good.
Nice.
So,
Sweet.
can't touch this.
All right, what did I get? Ooh, an emergent monstrosity. Hello.
Oh, can I kill it?
You can try. Monster abomination. It's pretty beefy.
Have you seen me?
Okay, spawn the location to your right or your location if there is no location to your right.
Oh.
It enters play exhausted, fine, and it's pretty beefy. So 4 strength, 5 hits to kill it, 3 difficulty to evade it. And it is right there.
Fabulous. Is it a hunter or no?
Now it's going to chill right there.
Okay, it'll chill so we can move in.
As soon as we walk in there, he'll be like, rah.
4, 5.
Right now, technically, it's exhausted, so if we entered
All right.
and left, or also if we entered and there's multiples of us, we can pick who it engages.
Got it. Okay. The acolyte. Spawn an empty location. Forced after the acolyte enters play, place a doom on it.
All right, so empty meaning none of us, none of the baddies.
Nothing.
You put it there, you put it there, you put it there. And it has a doom, which means
Ooh.
it doesn't advance right now, but it would have anyway, honestly. Right now is the best time for it.
So what does it mean by putting a doom on the acolyte?
Every time you check for the threshold advancing right here, advance agenda, if the doom threshold is satisfied, the doom is checked both on this card and anything else in play.
Oh, so if this has a doom on it, until we kill him,
There's one. There's another
there's
one.
a virtual +1. Got
Right.
it.
But we don't recheck all the time. We're already here at this step, so this step already
Yeah.
went by.
I'm almost debating. He only takes 1 hit.
Well, we don't want to leave him around too long because
Oh,
Because
this
that's
this
gonna
threshold is now virtually again lower by 1 while he's in play.
got it. So we'll put him closer, I guess, because it has to be an empty location.
Yeah, punch him in the mouth.
Okay.
The mouth.
All right.
All right.
Things are not looking good for me.
How are we doing this, guys? Does everybody have all their 3 actions normally?
Yes.
Yeah. The biggest problem
You're doing your
is
thing? What are you going to do?
the biggest problem is if I move right now, I'm just gonna get. I only have 5 total physical health. I'm gonna get demolished. So I almost feel like I should draw cards until I get.
You might want to move.
Do you think?
Yes.
I'm thinking like because again we're stuck on like a bridge or something. So I'm thinking if we get up there, the cards are gonna break off.
Right. I think I'm gonna draw at least 1 card. Because I'd like to be able to soak up those 2 hits. So I've got 1
Wish I had
physical.
some dynamite.
Dang it. But I don't want to just be sitting around in the back car forever.
You are pretty useless back there, yeah.
Yes, that is the opposite of useful. I don't know how many cards in here I have that have the fight symbol on it, the physical strength. Is it worth me running 2 spaces or drawing 1 more to see if I can avoid?
I don't know. Don't forget, this says after you enter, you have to discard cards from your hand with at least 2 fist icons or take 2 damage.
Do you
That's what I'm
have
trying
that?
to draw into.
Yeah, then maybe draw first and see what you draw into.
You drew 1. That was your first thing.
Yeah. I'm going to try 1 more.
Okay.
Zoop! No, not at all. Fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have many fight things, huh?
Yeah, this is rough. Okay, so move me 1 space and I gotta take 2 damage.
Okay.
Bop.
Thank you.
Oh.
So that's gonna hurt me to go in there because I definitely don't have any question marks.
Yeah, when you walk in there, it's 1 wild or take 1 damage and 1 horror.
And what's the bad thing about entering here?
We don't know yet until we enter.
Oh, we haven't been there. Okay, sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's just
why
okay.
I still flip.
All right,
This guy's
I
just
see.
exhausted, chilling there, being like,
Oh, and we can't even until we get that.
yeah, I can't go. If you walk in here,
Yep, I take 1 of each, right? Damage.
or discard a wild, yeah.
Which, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I can try to make some progress if you want me to.
And then maybe I could run, 1 action, 2 action, and help fight him. Well, no, my 3rd action it's going to have to be to get a weapon out, so I won't be able to fight this turn. I'm probably just going to go here and try to build my tableau out a little bit.
Okay.
So some people in the chat are talking about like getting into this game.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll say is, so Z taught me first the first scenario of the basic campaign that comes
That's
in
right.
the core box.
That's right.
It felt very straightforward, but I liked it. And then every scenario that we played since does something completely different with the location. Because the first one was basically a good training module.
Yeah, it's like, here's your living room. Now you walk to the bedroom. I mean, like, really basic stuff. Yeah. It's very simple.
Yeah, so I wouldn't judge the game off of just that first scenario, because every one that I've played since then is really cool and different. Just as a heads up.
True.
But because it does change, I like that it has that beginning scenario that takes you to that 3 campaigns. So you see a little bit of where the game can go, but you can also get used to the terminology, like what's a peril monster, or what's a hunting monster, or not monster, whatever, baddie, whatever. So you can kind of get used to it too. Anyway, so I think that's my thing, is I'm probably going to move there, just be closer to that location, and then just try and build up down here some, and that'll be most of my turn. So
you're going to build up something and then move. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't you go then?
Okay, so I'm going to get my machete out.
Oh, I didn't know you had that.
You had a machete. Oh.
I had a machete! Surprise! All right, so I had that, so I'll get +1 fight, and that was 1. For 2, I'll go ahead and move into here. I'll take 1 of each of the damage, because I don't have wilds to discard. So the machete is going to give me +1 for attacks, and if the attacked enemy is the only enemy engaged with you, it does +1 damage. So hopefully I can do extra damage with that one. Yeah. And then I have a resource.
You have 1 action left, right?
Yeah. Do you want me to try to get
clue?
that? That way you can go and use your action to go up that way? Okay. So I'll try to do that. I don't have any books I can discard, so I'm just...
What's your
3
value? 3
on
to
1.
against the 1?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Let's see. Got it. Okay.
All right.
And now you can go.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rat this card out onto the board. Spend 1 resource, choose an item, asset from your hand, and paying its cost. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to put out the rabbit's foot
Oh, that rabbit's foot.
without costing me an action. Joey the rat. Then I'm going to use Duke to jump in here. Walk in there. Parlor car. Oh, this one's different. Parlor car is connected to the location to the left and right, blah, blah, blah. Parlor car cannot be investigated.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so it does clues. It has 3 clues, but it cannot be investigated. It's also real bloody and messy. Maybe that's not blood.
See?
That might just be. It might be wine
Kind of
spilled.
ransacked. It looks demolished. Like,
Right?
Oh,
It
yeah,
just looks
that's not-
messy.
yeah.
You can tell right away that it's not
That's
blood.
not blood. You can tell from the.
You can tell. You can smell it.
she's a blood sniffing
His
hound.
bloodhound over here. Anyway, it says parlor car cannot be investigated. Instead, it has an action that says action. Spend 3 resources. Discover 1 clue in the parlor car. You have to pay for the clues here.
Really? Who we
Wow.
paying?
All the other train
Who's taking our
cars.
resources, though?
All the other train cars are like Southwest Airlines. This is like Spirit.
Yeah, they're gonna nickel and dime you.
Now, you want a clue? $75. You want to carry on a backpack? $40.
So I did waste the investigate. That stops the event from continuing to happen. It's impossible to investigate. I did move, so it was just basically a move. That was 1. Second action.
Oh, that doesn't damage us when we move in, though. That's good news for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need you to get.
And if we empty that out, it also has a victory 1, so we'll get more level up points.
Oh, we have to empty it out, right?
Yeah, we will.
Oh.
Right. I'm going to discard a card. I need to get a weapon in play at some point. I mean, the dog is good. Discard a card to ready Duke.
Oh, look at him. Can I see it?
Yeah, you can see it. And I am going to attack this exhausted emergent monstrosity. It's disgusting. All right, I'm going to fight it.
Did you see that she's reaching for like a hammer? She's being attacked by a monster. She's reaching for a hammer. She's gonna be like,
It's always a sad. That's like a
See?
that's always the turning point
yes.
The hammer.
in a battle, right?
Yeah.
In a movie, like a fight scene, whatever.
Somebody reaches for the hammer. That's
The hammer,
when you know.
and she uses the claw end, no doubt.
Yeah, she's watched Thor.
Yeah.
She knows what to do.
She knows which end to use.
Ayo! Plus
Hey!
1.
Hey,
Plus
no.
1. Are you seeing this? Plus 1.
That's a plus
I
one.
thought, was it a +1?
Am I?
I hit this guy now
Hey,
for.
numbers.
Yeah.
Did he make it?
I deal plus 1 damage because of Duke. This guy who normally takes 5 to take out suddenly only takes 3 more. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I could maybe do that.
Also, I just realized he's very nasty. 2 and 2 is what he hits for.
Oh.
But you went in there, so is he engaged with you now?
He will when he readies. Which only happens later on. So he's okay. That was 3. I jumped in there. Cheated that out, so that didn't count. And I attacked. Was that 3? I walked in. I jumped in with Duke. Bloop. That's
And
1.
He didn't investigate, right?
Didn't investigate. I put this out
2.
through Joey. That's not an action because I
Oh,
used
okay.
Joey to do it. So no, I think that was 2.
Okay, so if you attack him, he doesn't.
Right? Am I missing
Engage.
one? I don't think I'm missing an action here. No, if I attack him, he does not engage if he's exhausted.
Oh,
I really don't want to lose this card to ready Duke again. So, I could just try. That's a terrible. My attack sucks. I need a weapon.
I have.
We're gonna need money also just to straight up buy these clues.
Yes, that's hard.
You
Or
got
we
some
might-
cash.
I have a little bit of cash. Yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
draw
got
a
to take 2
card.
actions to get there.
I'll draw a card for my 3rd. Yes. All right. I'm good. Done. All right, then we
Okay.
do enemy phase. Enemies with the hunter keyword move towards the nearest investigator. Each engaged enemy attacks available. No.
Okay.
Reset actions, which is these. Ready. All exhausted cards. So Duke readies, this emergent horror readies, and now I'm there. I'm the only one there. It engages me. It has nothing else. Okay. There we go.
All right.
Then we draw a card. Gain a resource. And we're good.
Okay.
Top of the round. So we put out 1 Doom on here, and that brings us up to 5, which is 4 or more. So this advances, and it clears it all off the board, including the 1 here.
Oh, okay.
So, you want to read the back of that?
Yeah. The rearmost train car detaches and is pulled backwards. To your horror, it rises off the tracks and is consumed by the gate above you. Remove the leftmost location card from the game or place it in the victory display if it has a victory X and no clues left on it. Each investigator at that location is defeated. Each enemy and asset at that location is discarded. Ooh. Discard all clues controlled by the investigators.
Whoa. Good job jumping out of there.
Discard all clues controlled by the investigators? Okay. So we're getting rid of all these clues.
Period? Not like had they just the people there?
No, it just says discard all clues controlled by the investigators. Yeah.
I dislike that.
Well, we don't need them for anything. This is just there's just a mechanism to note crawling through this stuff.
She had reasons, see.
You had reasons?
I have reasons. That's more clues than I've had in like all the games combined so far.
They're all gone now.
I know.
Boo.
I'm.
Who?
No, you know, I'm really sad.
Boo-hoo.
You're not helping.
I'm Ashcan Pete. I'm not here to help. Okay, and then the next one says, the maw widens.
Oh, good.
The tear grows larger, and you can feel the rearmost car of the train shaking as it is pulled backwards. The situation threatens to erupt into chaos as more passengers realize the danger they are in. Some passengers are looking for places to hide, while others are running about the compartments in terror. This one advances at 3.
Oh, fantastic.
Ooh, not long
We
at all.
need to move.
Okay, so if I...
Hold on now, we gotta do this.
Oh, we're still not done there? Oh my goodness. Okay, but I have a plan. Oh no, that was not my plan. Grappling horror. Monster abomination. He is a hunter. While you are engaged with grappling horror, you cannot move.
He's grappling you.
Oh my gosh. It looks like the Blob. Look, he has eyeballs.
Yeah, most things have eyeballs.
Yeah, okay. He's got lots of eyeballs and a face. Look at his little face.
That's a person he ate up.
I think it is. I think it's a person that like dissolved the body in his goo, and it's just like the face mask left. He's like, help.
How's he going?
And he's like,
how's it going?
No. He's going, no.
How's it going?
Help. Look at him. Help. Look, that's me sad. Okay.
All right, good.
I'm so excited to find him with my machete. But not yet. Okay. You can go.
All right, so you have a monster.
Yes, I do. I got him.
All right, what have I got? Ancient Evils. Revelation. Place 1 due on the current agenda. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, joke's on them. We just cleared it.
Joke's on me. I'm still in the rearmost car now. I got an acolyte. Forced or spawn on any empty location. Place a doom on it. Yikes.
All right.
I'm going to move out of that back car.
You might want to, you realize now that they are being pulled away. In a hole in the space. And so forth. Help!
No, you had to pull his skin back so he was dissolved.
You're not dissolving the space-time hole vortex. You're just
I do what I want.
You're just disintegrating.
Yes, Botox help. Who's up? How are we doing this?
Oh, we're doing this now?
Yeah, we're good to go here. We're done doing everything
I want
else.
to fight things.
Chris put out another acolyte here.
Yeah.
Chris, will you stop doing that?
Look, I'll do what I
I
want.
can't get there quick enough.
We need to basically pay for this, guys, right?
Yeah.
And I need to deal with this
So I was gonna
monstrosity.
say, if I took him out, then I ought to discover a clue, but I've got to take him out now first.
you
so.
ought to discover a clue where you are, right?
Yes. Well, my plan was to move there and take him out. That way I got one of those clues without having to pay for it. But,
Yeah, you
but
could
now
do
I'm
that.
stuck now with this abomination.
You're here.
Do I have my dodge? Oh no, I played my dodge like a... Oh, it's dodge, not evade. I don't
You
have any
forget, if you move, you could move, but then you take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
That one
I was
straight
thinking
up grapples, though.
Oh, you're right. It says you cannot move.
Oh, that's right, yeah. No, I was planning on trying to evade him. And
You
then
could do that.
going, but that's a wasted action to get up there, and then I'd only have one to try to take him out. So,
Well,
All right.
I also haven't gone. So
Is he a hunter type?
he
yeah,
is.
he will
Crap.
chase
Okay.
us
Yeah.
down. But again, if you evade him, he sits here, exhausted. You can run past it.
Yeah.
And then he'll come after us
Yeah.
and chase us down, yes.
Okay.
But you got to get up here and buy these clues.
Yeah, we really need to out there. All right, so let me
Well,
take
why
this.
don't you want to do that first?
So, okay, I've got a way to take less damage
Okay.
doing it. 'Cause
You do have a way to do that. This one hits you for a wild icon in your hand, or 1 damage and 1 horror.
right. So I think this is what I'm gonna get here, but I have to do one action. So I'm gonna do my research librarian. I'm gonna pay the 2 resources to put him out. Immediately, he's gonna let me search my deck for a tome.
Get that
Oh,
tome.
you gotta have it.
Ye old tomey.
Gotta have it.
Medical text, not the tome I wanted, but
You can pick whichever one you want. Just
Oh,
search
right.
for. You don't not
Oh.
the first one you get. Just
oh
whichever.
my goodness! Thank you for remembering.
And it's just the
that.
deck. It's
That's
not
the
this
one.
card, right?
Ye olde.
You know it.
The old book of lore.
Gotta love that lore.
It says search your deck. Yeah.
So it's got 2 uses on it. So I can exhaust this for someone at my location to look at the top 3 cards of their deck, draw it, and shuffle their deck. I could spend a secret to have that investigator immediately play that card that they got at a reduced cost of 2.
Reduced by 2.
Yeah, it'll reduce the cost.
That's pretty good.
It's
So
pretty
you got the
great.
souped up old book of lore, basically, right?
Yeah, this is the new old book of
Before you
lore.
used to allow us to look at 3 and keep 1. Now we can play it at a discount immediately.
Yes,
That's
huge.
wild.
that's great.
You got to stop reading these
So
books,
much
librarian.
power.
Thank you, research librarian. You've been such a great help to me. I'll always
Oh.
keep you around. Oh no, I need to take damage. You're dead.
You just.
Oh! And I'll take the 1 sanity
You
damage.
can give them
My
both to that
gosh.
person. Even
Even-
simultaneous.
Oh, simultaneous.
Yes.
Oh, he went mad, and then he
Yeah, it's
jumped
like
off the
one
tree.
lump sum.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Just
Oh.
not over. You just can't go over what they can take. If
Okay.
it's at the
That's-
same time, 1 damage, 1 horror, they can both go to the same.
So
Oh.
it's like they saw the hammer coming, and it still hit.
What is wrong with you? Oh man.
I like that he summoned this librarian. He's like running across the bridge.
You know.
Your book, madam. Thanks.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so that's 2 actions, and then
1 and putting that out was 2. Yeah. By the way, is the book out? Did it say put it out or just put it in your hand?
Oh, that's a good question. Search tome, add it to your hand.
Yeah. Come
Good
on.
call.
Cat.
Good call. Good call.
Okay, so now out there,
Okay.
oh my gosh, all these cheating.
All right, you have an action left.
I think my 3rd action will probably be just to move in to the parlor car. So then,
Or you could pay for the book.
I could pay for the book. It'll come in handy, I guess.
I
But-
don't know, you know.
But also,
Yeah, no, that's fine. You can move up here too, you know. We got to get away from the back of the train.
yeah. Let's start. Yeah, that way I can buy multiple of those clues next turn. I think.
All right, you're done. What do you got?
I want to chop something with my machete. I'm going to do grappling horror.
I thought you were going to try to evade it.
See, it's 2 and I'm only at 2. And if I did that, I'd have to get rid of...
It's your call. Yeah, you can attack
I guess
it.
now that we're leaving it behind, but it's just going to come right back. Because then it'd be 1 to evade, 1 to get there, and then how much do I have to take in 1 hit to take him out?
Say what?
How much do I have to do in order
3.
to take
He's
him
got
out?
3
And I
life
wouldn't be able
left.
to do 3 anyway, because I'm only going to get there with 1 action left. 1 to evade, 1 to move, and then 1 to hit. So I
You
wouldn't
want me
be
to
able
go
take him out.
first then?
Yeah.
And see what I
Yeah,
can do?
Might as well.
All right, I'm going to go first. I'm gonna go first and kill this thing.
All right. I'm just going to sharpen my machete.
I'm gonna use my doggy.
Gonna sharpen
All
my
right.
machete.
So I'm attacking for 4. My strength is 4. I'm gonna discard overpower here and have my total be 6 against the difficulty of 4.
I like that gun.
Yes. Come on.
I like that moon.
Do you want it to be up by 1 more, or do you feel okay? With Are you doing like multiple damage on this strike? Is this one worth boosting?
Yeah, I'm doing 2 if I hit.
Yeah. bring her up to
7 then.
bring up to 7.
I'm up.
Getting rid
I'm
of
up
your
on
knife?
3.
I'm getting rid of my knife. Yeah.
You don't have many weapons there.
What's that? Minus X. X is the current agenda number. Agenda is 2.
Oh, but you're fine.
So
Yeah.
I did it. That's 2 hits on this. Here, give me a 3.
That gets nastier over time.
There we go. So I need to do 1 more hit to it, and I'm gonna do. Ugh, that sucks. What am I gonna do? That's my first action. I'm so weak. I'm gonna discard that. Ready the doggy dog.
Oh.
Attack again. See how many?
Some people are very. I don't have a. Oh.
I'm not there. I can't help.
Boost it, sir.
Got rid of your elixir?
This only brings me up by 1, honestly, so it's okay if you don't want to risk it.
Okay, you think so?
I'm right now at a match, 4 to 4. If I fail, I'm gonna
Oh, it's
exhaust
4
the
to 4.
rabbit's foot, and I'll get a card out of it.
Oh no, I don't think I'll boost it for.
It'll be
just
like
a 1.
for 1. It brings me up to 5. So
Yeah, no, I don't think that's worth it then.
yeah!
Oh.
I was 4 against 4. He got bit by Duke. Duke is a beast, literally. An animal and a beast. Okay, this is done. It also goes in our victory display. You're welcome.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Very well done.
That was my second action. And I guess for my third... Oh, what am I going to do for my third? I'll draw a card. Because I can't afford this. Sweet.
Do you have enough resources to buy anything or no? Next round? Okay. Alright, I just realized that I have the mind over matter, so I could do that. I could try to evade him. I really think we just need to take him out, because otherwise, we're gonna be here for a while, so he's just gonna be another issue next round, right?
Who is?
This guy, if I don't take him out.
Take him out
I'm
then.
gonna do it with my machete.
Machete?
Machete.
Murderer.
Yeah. Alright, here we go.
Mama,
Do it. So I get +1 attack, so I'm at 5. Yeah! Got him. So I'm doing 2 damage. 2 damage on him.
Swing.
So it's just 1 more. I'm going to use the machete again. And I'm at 5. Yeah. Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie, that's an auto
Whoops,
fail.
I missed. Hold on. 1 more.
Does he have retaliate or
Oh,
anything?
no, I think he's just hunted.
Okay,
yeah.
hunted.
Alright, so I got 1 more. I just want to kill the
Third
beast.
and final action.
I'm gonna do it. Let me hold on. Oh,
What is it? Are you serious?
I'm serious. I even shook it.
Okay, nice job.
Oh, and he's gonna hit me for 1 of each, guys. I might die again this time. Just saying. Whoops.
Okay, well, I'm done. You're done.
Okay.
That's it. Now we go to the enemy phase.
That is.
You got anything to not take the hit?
I don't. That.
Anywhere to
really-
assign the hit? No.
No, because I haven't put them out. So I need
It's
1 of
1 and
each.
1?
Yep.
Here, give me a 3
Here. Give me a 3.
Oy.
A 3 red.
and 1 blue, right?
Yeah.
Where?
That's.
You're getting
Unfortunate.
pummeled a little bit.
A little bit. A little bit.
All right, that's that. Is this
How did I
your
get that
damage
twice
here,
in a
Chris?
row?
What's going on there?
What is
How much have you
this?
got?
Yeah, I've got 2 damage.
You got
This
2.
was on the.
That was on a baddie, I think, you beat up.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
All right, that's that. Now, we are enemy phase. We just did the enemy phase. Reset actions. Draw a card. Reset every card, actually, also. Bloop.
Reset.
Draw a card.
Draw.
Get a resource.
Ooh. I won't tell you what I got, but it's helpful.
So tell me what you got. What you really got.
I cannot tell you what I got. What I really got. It goes bang bang. It goes bang bang. It goes bang bang. I bet it does too, right? Yeah, it's a weapon. She got a weapon, okay?
I'm not telling you.
If she gets that excited about drawing a card, it's some sort of weapon.
It's
okay.
not sharp.
Remind me to play poker with you
I
sometime.
know, right? Like, ooh! Oh, I can spell so many things with these, like the word ah. Interesting. Fold. What are we doing? Okay, Doom out here. Then we're drawing some bad cards.
Yes, me first.
I love how you're excited about the bad cards. These are bad.
Well, I want to see that one card again.
The Steam hand?
No, this one.
Oh, yeah. Is that in this deck? I might not be in here. I might not be in this.
That was my favorite card. All right. Ancient Evils. Place 1 Doom token on the current agenda. My bad.
And it advances it.
And it can advance it.
So it does advance it.
Oh, sorry about that.
Actually, it would have advanced anyway. I'm sorry. This is here.
But
so
I wonder what that is.
wait, are we? Doesn't that happen at the? Oh, got it.
I added one, and I forgot that there was one out here on this acolyte. There's one, so this advances
so we
anyway.
And we're now then we're
and then we'll draw one. Okay. So this is happening first before you draw that card, but just keep it. The next train car is ripped backwards with violent force. Violent force! A middle-aged man hangs from his fingertips as the car flies unhindered towards the rift. In moments, the car is consumed whole. Ow! And the man lets go rather than be pulled into the void. He starts to fall, but is caught by the rift's force and pulled inside anyway.
That's straight out of an episode of The Simpsons.
That's right. Remove the leftmost location from the game or place it in the victory display if it has Each investigator at that location is defeated. Each enemy and asset at that location discarded. Discard all clues controlled by the investigators. We don't have any. Okay.
Joke's on them.
Done. Rolling backwards.
Joke's on you, portal in the sky!
The pull of the rift in the sky seems to grow stronger, and the entire train begins to roll backwards along the tracks. The rearmost cars of the train begin to rattle, the force of the rift threatening to detach them. But you must get out of these cars as fast as you can.
I'm trying.
And this artwork is pretty sweet. You can see the cars, like train cars, flying towards the rift.
Oh, yes.
Great.
You see that?
Oh, I like it.
I see why you said that I was going to like this scenario.
This is cool.
Because of The Simpsons.
Because The Simpsons.
All right, so that's done. Then we're drawing cards. You pull that, and we add one on
it's
there.
only 4 till we advance it?
Yeah.
Y'all, getting a little nervous.
Okay, then it's
That you're not
me.
pulling your weight.
Frozen in fear. I put this in my threat area. The first time you perform one of the following actions each round, it costs 1 additional action. Move, fight, or evade. At the end of my turn, I'm going to test willpower with a difficulty of 3. If I succeed, I discard this. Otherwise, I don't. That's bad, y'all. Okay, so moving, the first time you perform one of the following. So the first time I move or I fight or I evade, it costs an additional action. Fine. Okay.
Okay, all right.
And then an encounter card for me,
There you go.
even though I don't really want it. Rotting Remains. Test. Revelation test 3 will. For each point you fail by, take a horror.
Okay, that's not so bad for you.
All right. I have 3 will. And
Ooh.
That is
Crap.
minus X. X is the current agenda. It's 3.
I have no will.
You have no will. Ooh.
So
I
3
take-
horror.
3 horror.
It started out so good.
I will remind you about this card for next time
I actually deliberately didn't use it
to pay.
because I want to use these resources for that.
Okay. All right. Well, 3 is not so bad when your total is
Not so
9.
Is
bad.
9, yeah. That's my threshold, so.
All right, guys. Thankfully, we can buy these. I think this round, and then get going.
Yeah.
Right? I can pay for 1.
I can do 1 if I can take this guy out and then get up there.
I ideally would love to be able to save some money, but
I can afford 2. Once again, I wouldn't mind having money either, but.
I mean, again,
also
if I take this
kinda-
guy out, I can get there and buy 1, and then you would just have to buy 1.
Yeah, I often end up having a lot of resources I don't use. It's kind of been the trend
Yeah.
on these scenarios, but I don't have that
Right.
ally that keeps getting me the free
Yeah,
ones.
you haven't gotten.
all right.
So I don't mind
Christopher
dropping.
Vaughn.
I don't mind dropping 2. I mean, I've got 6 resources sitting there.
Okay.
All right. What are we thinking? How do we want to do this? There's also that acolyte up there. Don't forget.
Let me go first and try
And
to
I
get
got
rid of
this
this.
frozen in fear, so if I move, it's going to take me two goes.
Yeah.
I can take the acolyte, okay. I can engage the acolyte.
He'll do 1 physical damage.
Well, let me go, because I can see. Let me see if I can take this guy out in 1, move there for 2, and get a clue. That way Chris knows if he needs to take both or not.
Yeah, you're the farthest back.
Okay,
We have to try to deal with you
Okay,
first.
all right.
Yeah.
You gotta try and deal with me?
Yeah, catch up.
Deal with it, yeah.
All right.
And that's the exact verbiage we use around the office.
Yeah,
I'm
see?
at 4. I'm at 5 to his 3.
Oh, look at that. Roy zoomed in on us.
Hey, Roy.
What a good
thanks.
cat.
Where'd he go?
It looks so short
fella.
right now.
I'm sitting on a stool just because
I'm
it kind of
just-
fits.
I know, I just look like really short right now. You guys are both kind of towering over me. I'm going to go like this. Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, see? Yeah! You mess with the wrong hobo, see? Name's
what?
Ashcan Pete.
All right, so I'm also gonna use
I
my
said
knife
like
for
this.
another strength. So I'm at
Yeah! I'm going to
6.
scream out of the
All
side of my
right,
mouth.
Here we go.
Yeah!
I'm gonna draw while you guys do weird things with your mouth.
Yeah.
Draw. Just gonna draw.
It's not
What do you
even past
got?
midnight.
I still got him.
Yes!
Right? Because I was at 4, 5, 6. Minus 2 is 4. I only needed 3. He's dead.
You
All right.
discarded the knife for
I
that?
did.
Okay.
I did. Okay.
All right, he's
Threw a
dead.
knife
Good.
at
Dead.
his face.
Did throw,
Okay.
He threw a knife.
So that was 1. 2, I'll move into here. And what bad happens? Anything?
Nothing, not there.
2. And so 3, I'll go ahead and get that 1 so Chris doesn't have. Hold on, I thought I might have had something. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right.
What would be more useful for you, Z? Would it be for me to buy both of these, or for me to get my book of lore out so we can start?
Book of Lore is so good. You got to put it out.
You think so?
You got to put it out.
Okay, so my first action, I'm going to take 1 clue off of there.
You're buying one. Okay.
Whoop.
The problem is you won't be able to move, unfortunately, but neither can you right now. So
Yeah, and we have probably 1 more round before that, because that's a
that's
Doom
a
limit
four.
of 4.
For you.
All right.
We got to make it up there, guys. We got to get to this engine
Do it.
car.
I know.
I'm trying.
The question is, what do I do with my... Okay, if my second
It's
action is to
getting
give this
really
book
warm
It's
of
getting
lore
really
now,
warm.
right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, did the air change?
Oh,
Because it's after.
yeah.
We
Hey.
changed it back.
Right, but is
At
there
one
another
point.
like changing
in
time?
my, yeah, we should check that.
You want me to
Um,
holler? Somebody!
Somebody
Help!
Can anybody find me?
Hey, did the air turn off? No, we're not done.
Can you check it, man? It's
Thanks.
really warm.
Also, can I get a water? And a pastry.
A couple of eclairs.
Yeah,
all around.
eclair.
Various eclairs.
So now that I have this, I can do this as a free
I
action.
remember somebody saying, "Oh, let's turn the air up."
Yeah, way
No,
down.
no,
I turned
no.
it
Way
down.
down.
I turned it down.
No,
It
it's
was at
kidding,
72.
kidding.
I turned it down to 68.
Was it 72? Yeah, because it was. You turned it up to 72?
Turn it down
To 68.
68.
Somehow
actually-
it got bumped
I was
up.
Then
in
how did I get 72? Because it was a 68. Is that. What is it?
I don't know.
All right.
Roy's threatening me.
You're doing it.
I
Do
feel
I get that?
uncomfortable.
Am I getting it?
Yeah, you want to take it? You think that'd be helpful?
Do have that.
At a discount of 2 cost. So you
So I'm
might
drawing 3.
Hey,
draw
Steve.
3, keep 1.
Keep 1.
You can buy it at a with a reduced cost of 2. Oh, sorry, this comes with 2 charges on it. I'm using one of the charges to do that.
Oh, it's not a. It's. I can keep any kind of card, right?
You can keep it, yeah.
It's a. Well, it's not something I'm buying. So and then I shuffle the rest back in.
Yep.
So no, I'm not getting the discount. So you don't have to get rid of that.
I don't have to spend the charge. Neat. All right.
And that's free. That's not an action for you. You get 1 free tome activation because of
correct.
her skill.
So I have 1 more action this turn.
That was the. Oh yeah, you put out the book and bought
I'm
one.
exhausted.
So my third action, I can't afford the last clue, so I think I'll just take a resource.
Okay, that's me then.
Yep.
Okay, here I go. I will. Oh, this sucks. All right, I gotta buy the last one. Bloop.
Whoops.
Done. For my second action, move, fight, or evade is what hurts. I'm going to...
How does that work with Duke there? Because he lets you...
So he says, Duke, investigate with a base. You may move to a connection location immediately before investigating with this effect. It says specifically, if I do one of these actions.
Which is?
And the action list is right here. I am not doing a move action. I'm doing an investigate action, the bold word.
Okay, so would that supersede your Frozen in Fear card?
Yes. Unfortunately, the thing it does not do, as far as I can tell, is if I do that, and I jump in here, this thing engages me.
Right.
I investigate, I think, and there's an attack of opportunity I take from it.
Because it would have engaged.
It engages before you
Yeah, like I move
finish taking that action.
immediately before investigating with this effect. I think, I don't know what the exact timing is on that with Duke. If I move in here, investigate, then he engages me, because I am kind of in the middle of an action.
It makes sense, yeah.
Or if I jump in there, he engages me, I complete the investigation, he gives me an attack of opportunity. He technically, I know the attack of opportunity is technically, you pay the payment for the action, which is sometimes nothing, just declaring the action. You take the attack of opportunity, then you complete that action.
Yeah.
So, for example, I could say, I'm going to draw a card. Attack of opportunity, then you complete that action by drawing a card.
Right.
So that's the technicality of it. With this one, the payment is exhaust Duke. Then I take the attack of opportunity. Then I resolve it all. So it's after the payment, before the effect, is when you take an attack of opportunity. So I think I'm okay. Duke has an arrow with bold keyword, yeah.
Yeah, we knew that. It's more of that
Attack
last
of
part.
opportunity. Duke is investigating. Yeah, we got that, yeah.
You take attack of opportunity. You get engaged first.
I don't know, yeah. It's one of those things where it's unclear to me.
Tricky.
It doesn't matter, though. Because I don't think I'm going to do that anyway.
Okay.
You're the one who's a beast at killing anyway, and this guy's so squishy that ideally it should be you who walks in there first.
Oh, yeah, and if you
Promise
kill
it's
it, you get a
squishy?
clue off the space
I
because of
do.
your power.
I do, but I can't do it this round.
I have
Yeah.
one action left. What am I going to do with my one action that's left? Everything sucks. I hate to waste it on this, but I guess I will. This sucks, but I get, like, you know, we have to
I have a
sometimes.
feeling I'm gonna end up like shooting these squishy guys so y'all can run up there and hope I don't fall off.
Okay, so
Let's see.
you pay the cost, yeah, then suffer attacks of opportunity, like I
Your
said.
current location, if any.
The current location, if any of them move to a connecting location and investigate it. Enemies in the new location will not perform. Yeah, that's like I said. From
Okay,
FAQ
yeah.
2022.
There you go.
Yes! Nailed
Oh,
it! Like, I
man.
nailed it!
Oh,
Makes sense that you would take attack of opportunity.
Again, I knew
from
that it
a
was...
current room.
Right, I knew
Right.
that it was after the payment of the, you know, whatever's before the colon.
Yeah.
Then comes the attack of opportunity. Then you do everything after the colon. I am currently not
Okay.
engaged.
Bam.
Man, FAQ, who needs it?
So you are going to do it.
I am going to do it.
Karkin for the win.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
thanks.
So
Appreciate
you're
looking
clear.
out.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's awesome. Good looking out. I'm jumping in there as Duke does.
Again, you don't know what a hound dog sounds like. No. He ate a machine.
I think
He
Hound
runs
Dog-
in there.
Chainsaw.
I open this up. All right. Passenger cars can force. After you enter, you must either discard cards from your hand with at least 2 brain icons or take 2 horror.
Jeez. Okay, so I can't go in there.
All
my
right,
gosh.
so I'm going to go ahead and give 1 to Joey the Rat and 1 to Duke.
Oh, can I kill somebody?
Bye, Joey the Rat.
Oh, I could kill
I
him.
hardly knew you. Oh, I need one actually.
I can do
Those. I need one of those.
My name was actually Phil.
You did.
Quiet, rat.
Dead to me.
All right, and now I'm going to investigate. I need 6 of those.
6 clues. Okay.
This guy engages me.
I need one more, sorry. It's just being tricky.
There we go. Okay, difficulty is 2. He's investigating for 4.
I wonder,
What's going
I
on?
wonder if a hound dog accepts gas or diesel.
Don't want to do anything else here. No, am I out of money? I sure am. I'm good. Let's
Yuck.
give it a go.
Yuck, 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 yuck. Oh my gosh.
Oh, sweet sauce.
Ooh.
Dang, man.
I'm getting lucky with these. Okay, that was. Let me double check my actions here because we had a big discussion.
Yeah.
I bought one. I jumped in there with Duke. That didn't count as a move because of this says specifically if I take a move or a fight or an evade action.
Yeah.
And now for my third action, I cannot do a fight because it takes an additional action I don't have.
Right.
I might have to sacrifice an action because if I do anything else, I'll get hit. So I'm probably good. Yeah, that was enough.
Just letting that,
I'm good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
I'm done. This
Okay.
guy's engaged with me.
All right.
All right, that's that. We figured it out. What is next? Baddies. This guy hits me for 1.
We need to ready everything first, right?
You don't,
No, it's we are
The
in
enemy phase first.
Oh, the enemy phase. I see.
yeah, no rats to take. No rats, singular, I guess, to take the punishment.
Take the
for you.
hit. I know. Enemy that happens. Reset actions.
There we go.
Ready all the cards.
I had something to ready. Yay!
Oh, I forgot to. I gotta test this at the end of my turn. Test my Frozen in Fear. 4.
Oh man.
4. I really don't want to give this guy up. Yeah, I'm just gonna test that 4 and see what happens. I keep it. Okay.
All right.
Ouch.
That's fine. Ready everything. Draw a card. Gain a resource. Okay, cool. After you fail a skill test, which I just did, do that and draw a card.
Very nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna
And then this readies. Okay, cool. I test this guy at the end of my turn. I tested, I failed. I drew a card from Rabbit's Foot, and it readied.
Not bad. All right.
Okay.
Oh, and then draw a card and resource. I don't know if y'all did that. I didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, we're good?
Yep.
Okay, new top of the round here.
Top of the morning.
Rolling backwards. There you go.
All right, let's
Ooh.
do it. Ancient Evil has placed a Doom token on it,
Oh,
and it can
crap.
cause it to advance.
Okay, not quite, but almost.
Yeah, very close.
Don't like it.
Yikes.
Rotting Remains. I test 3 willpower. For each point I fail by, I take 1
Oh
horror.
my gosh.
Okay,
I remember
okay.
you.
Okay. That really
Victory.
sucks. My base skill is 4. I'm giving up Peter here to bring it to 5.
Oh, you love Peter.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
I got enough.
you did love Peter. Oh, what? What? Are you telling me something about your hand? What? No hands?
All right, I'm at 5. I did not fail.
Nice. I'll take 1. Wizard of the Order.
Say what?
Humanoid. Spawn an empty location. He has retaliate. Force at the end of the Mythos phase. Place a doom on the Wizard of the Order.
Okay, I would put him at the back of
It's
the.
empty, yes. We don't have to go through him. Is he
He's
a
about
hunter?
to get. He's about to
He's
get.
gonna get sucked up.
I'm a wizard. Look at me fly. That's it.
And
Okay.
as they put a at the end of the Mythos phase. Okay,
Which
we are now. So we put a doom on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, it doesn't advance yet.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Not yet.
Okay, guys.
So a little scurry.
We got to move up. What is going on over here? We just have to straight up discover clues normally. When you walk in again, 2 willpower icons on cards, or you take 2 horror.
Oh,
I
man.
need to deal with this guy with his acolyte. Unfortunately, if I do, Means you don't get that free clue.
So here's what I'm thinking I can do. Oh, no, it's gonna take all 3 actions because I can't. I mean, I'm at 2 out of 5 horror, so I really don't want to take those horror.
What horror? Oh, when you walk
When
in
I
there.
walk in.
And I can't discard cards on behalf of someone else. can
Correct.
I?
No.
Right, and so I have a way to do it, but it's gonna take all 3 actions in order to then be able to get up there. What do we want?
I don't know. I'm just checking to make sure everything's good. Okay.
Okay.
Say that again.
So I would have to take all 3 of my actions to get there and not take those 2 horrors. So I have a way to do it, but
Okay. You're gonna have to move up here at some point. Let me go first. Let me deal with this guy, if you don't mind.
yeah, no, it's fine.
All right. Duke for the fight. Strength of 4. This guy's a 3. Oh. Oh. Hold up. Wait a minute now. Yeah, that's so good. Okay,
So good.
So good.
I really want to put this into play, but I'm engaged right now. Fine, 4 to 3. 4 to 3. Not a good stat, but that's okay. Okay, don't make it. Exhaust Rabbit's Foot. Draw a card. I'm going to test it again for my second action. Oh, that was 1-2, by the way.
That was 2 actions, yeah.
And then for my third action, I'll attack this nerd again.
What's his hell?
I feel bad. Chris is looking
Yeah.
up to check the chat, and we're all just spewing nonsense.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I get
Sometimes
it.
when it starts going really fast like that, we're like, uh-oh, what happened? You know what I mean? Like, is it
Yeah.
rules? Is it... Yeah. Something we need to do.
Do I evade this guy? I might just evade him.
What is he? Where is he? It's a 2.
2 for
2 to
evasion.
my 3.
I mean, when I get there, I can take him out. It won't be this round, though.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so 2 to my 3. I'm going to try to evade him. I did that. I still would have failed a fight with a 0.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so he's evaded. He's hanging out right here at this passenger car.
All right.
Okay.
And now that that's done, I got to test for this. At the end of my turn, test 3 willpower. If I succeed, I discard this.
Good. Good.
I really don't have stuff to get rid of for this.
I can discard 1 card,
Actually, I
right?
could do this. Hold up.
Oh, no, you're not my location.
All right, here we go. I'm going to test it. Right now, I'm at a 2. Oh, goodness. And the difficulty is 3. No, I'm sorry. I'm at a 4, and the difficulty is 3.
Oh.
Oh.
Come on, man.
You got
I'm frozen in fear over here.
tentacles.
All right, I'm done.
Okay.
Oh,
That
man.
sucks.
Mike, we're playing the Essex County Express, which is scenario
Third,
3.
Yeah. All right.
Of the Dunwich Legacy.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna play cash resources and gain 3 resources. Or emergency cash, and then I'm gonna use 3 resources to get out the guard dog for 2 actions. Third action, I'm gonna move in here, assign the damage to my guard dog, and he's dead. Right?
Your poor dog.
Okay, wow. What's his ability, by the way?
When an enemy attacks, deals damage to the guard dog, deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy.
Okay. Oof.
It sucked, but I need to move up that way so I can. And it
yeah,
would have
it's
gotten me
2
to
horror,
4
by
out of
the way.
5. Huh?
It says take 2 horror.
I thought you were telling Chris you could do it at simultaneous, or it still bleeds over to me.
Well, he can take 1 horror.
Oh, so it's if there's the separate things. Those are simultaneous,
yeah.
but it's not the full thing goes to him.
No, right.
Okay,
You need
still
to
saves
assign
me.
it
Okay,
all, and
okay.
then once you're assigned it all, up to what they can take, then the thing dies.
I
So if
see.
it's both
Okay.
stats, then you can give them both to the same
Got it. I
person.
see. Okay. Okay. I thought it was everything goes. There's
Ooh.
no like spillover. Well, I'm sorry.
Is that worth it, you think, then? You're at 3 instead of 4.
I mean, we don't know what else is going to come. That means I
That's
can't
fine,
do
yeah.
anything going on.
Yeah.
I think I have to.
That's fine.
Yeah.
no,
You got to
no.
try to survive.
Right.
You have a very low
'Cause I-
stat, and you do not want a trauma in that
No, I
stat.
don't want it. Right. Exactly. It's just getting too close.
I mean, if you're going to die, you might as well
Die
get
by
into
physical.
a fight. Yeah,
Right.
get into a fight with somebody who pummels you out.
Yep.
So,
Go out fighting.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right. So
so you're
both of you are done.
done, and I'm done, right? Chris, save the day, please.
All right. Well, I'm going to move over, and I'll probably do some investigating.
Okay, so when you walk in there, 2 willpower icons or 2 horror. Oh, I see how it is. This cat has the cards to discard.
Oh my god.
This filthy librarian. I'm Ashcan Pete.
I'm almost dead. So
Man, I just don't think I'll end up playing these cards, though. So
No,
that's
that makes
fine.
sense.
All right.
oh my
I'm going
gosh,
to
we're getting
do
stuck here.
an investigation.
Here you go. So Shroud is 2.
Shroud is 2, and I got a basis of 5.
Yes.
Draw a card for each tome that I control.
That is sweet.
I drew the Elder sign.
You sure it's not?
There you go, there's
your
one.
There's
Triple.
1. Now I'm going to do last
Second action, yeah, or
There's the
third
shroud
action
here,
rather.
too.
That does not do
What's
it.
gonna do next
Wow.
That's pretty nasty.
There's 2 tokens in here that would cause me to fail. And I drew one of the 2 of them.
You got both at the same time.
Okay.
Dunzo. Okay. Enemy phase.
Oh, and before I forget, I have this as a free action. So anyone in my location can look at the top 3 cards and keep one of them.
I got plenty of cards.
I've got 4.
And then you could also purchase it, put it into play with a discount of 2, possibly.
That's what you need to do. Look for an
Okay.
ally or something.
For 3?
Yeah.
At cost 3 or lower and pop them out.
Cool. And then if there's something good, then I'll spend this off of there.
Okay, not gonna take. I discard them or I shuffle them back
It's
in.
going to go back
Shuffle
in
back
that
in.
deck.
It
Yeah.
goes back in. Okay, I don't need the automatic. I might as well take that one, I guess. Yeah, because I could at least. Well, I can't. That means I can't assign any of those to
Correct.
it. So none of these do me any good. All right. Fantastic.
You want to play it or not play it?
It's for a discount of what?
Of
Discount
2.
of 2.
So it'd be free, or do I have to
Yes,
pay
it's
one?
free.
Oh, then yeah, I might as well. And because my flashlight's. I'm gonna drop my flashlight. Okay.
Boop. I'll do
That
that.
doesn't take
Oh,
up the
that's
same
not a
spot.
hand.
It's a
That's
body
right.
spot.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. There you go. So that's my action.
Done, right?
Whoa.
That's it. So enemy phase, this guy stays, everybody's cool. Okay, nobody's engaged. Then we go to upkeep. Ready these. Ready all the cards. This guy readies and he engages. Likely you,
Okay.
right? Because we want that.
Yeah, that's fine. I can take it. Or I can.
You
Yeah,
can
and if you
take
kill
care
him,
of
you
him, I
get a
mean, yeah.
clue. That works out
Yeah,
very well.
exactly.
we ready everything.
I might be able to take care of all those clues then next turn.
And then we
Ooh.
draw one card, gain a
If I
resource.
have-
Right, draw a card. Gain a resource.
Hoo-yup.
There we go. Check hand limit. I'm actually at my hand limit. No, it's, what is it, 7 or 8?
It says down
Seven.
to 8.
8.
We're down to 8.
Yeah, discard down to 8.
Huh.
I'm at 7, okay.
I misremembered that for some reason. Oh, I've never really been that high, so.
Alright, then we go to the new round, place a doom on the agenda, then we check if it advances. It does advance, there would be 4 or 5 out there. So this advances. We have got to get up to the front of the train. 2 of the train. Oh, hello.
What?
2 of the train cars closest to the gate are severed from the rest of the train by a sheet of impossibly hot steam, which slices through metal like a knife through butter.
Oh my gosh.
Butter. The cars are sucked upwards and fly into the gate. Something above the train lets out a terrible screech.
It's the Wizard of the Order.
Though to your ears it is
Remember
like
me
the
as
shrill sound of a broken pipe. Remove each of the 2 leftmost locations from the game, or place them in the victory display if either one has a victory X value on it.
Oh, one did. Thank you.
Each investigator, and it had no clues, which it did.
Yeah.
Each investigator at those locations defeated. Each enemy and asset at those locations discarded.
Yep.
Remember me. Discard all clues controlled by the investigators. That's actually good for me.
That is good. Yeah.
Because then I can use the newspaper anew. Mm-hmm. That's gone. And then we've got this. The gate crackles with power as its strength increases. Dirt and rocks from the edge of the bridge behind you are torn from the ground, and trees are uprooted, pulled in by the gate. One younger passenger smashes the window of your car and shouts, "We gotta get out of here!" He leaps out of the window. Take care, kid. He leaps out of the window, but before he lands in the river below, he is snatched in talons by a swift flying creature and carried out of sight. A trail of steam is left in the creature's wake. A water demon.
I don't like it.
Okay, 3 threshold on that.
3, that's it?
We gotta move.
Okay, alright, so I might have a plan.
Okay, what's the plan? Oh, wait, we're not done yet. We gotta do this.
Oh, it's done. Oh, I wouldn't be able to get all of them. I should be able to get one. Okay. Alright. Pushed into the Beyond. Choose and shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck and discard the top 3 cards of your deck. If a copy of that asset is discarded, take 2 horror. Oh my gosh.
How many bandoliers you got in your deck?
1.
And you got a couple machetes, right?
Yeah. So I think that's the one to go. That's the only one I got because I also have multiple flashlights.
That's real dangerous. That's real dangerous. Shuffle it up real good.
Non-story asset.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. Give it a good shuffle while I do this. All right, mysterious chanting.
Do you want to know what I get?
You
want to know? I'm good.
You're good. Okay, discard.
Oh no! My special!
Okay, revelation. Place 2 doom on the nearest cultist enemy. If there are no cultist enemies in place, blah, blah, blah. 2 doom on a cultist.
Good grief!
Oh, so we are only 1 away from advancing this now.
Yeah, which means next click.
Which means we have to...
Okay.
We gotta take this guy out, but we can't move until these clues are gone.
Okay, well, let him, and then I'll go through what I can do
mine.
here.
Encounter. Arcane Barrier. No! I catch your location. As an additional cost to move into or out of the location, test 4 will. If successful, discard Arcane Barrier. Otherwise, you must cancel the effects of the move or discard the top 5 cards of your deck.
Whatever, at this point.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so Chris, it's got to be you trying to empty these clues.
Okay, so before he does that, if I take this out, I can discover a clue, and then I also have another one.
You're not supposed to tell us everything exactly, but you know.
But you have a way.
I should go first. I can do a lot.
No, let me tell you what I can do, and then I can do some deduction and maybe get some more.
See, you gotta say see at the end. No. I can make it happen.
I'm not Ashcan Pete.
See?
I don't say see.
I'm Ashcan Pete.
Carcon, thank you for the super chat.
Okay.
And yes, yeah, I this isn't my first rodeo here, actually. I've playing this game. He was asking.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we played the introduction scenario, and then we've been playing through this campaign. Yeah. So this is my 4th or 5th session of it. Yeah, and I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Okay, so I'm going to try and hit this guy here. He's at 3. I'm at 4, 5. I do really just want... I'm going to go ahead and draw this, do this as well. Take me to 6, and I'll take the bag. Try and take out this acolyte.
Okay, and you need to hit 3?
Uh-huh, I'm at 6.
Okay, hold on. Are we together?
Yes.
You're fighting right now?
Yes.
Nah, son.
3, you know what? I'll drop 1 and...
So it's a 7.
7.
Minus 3, I'm good.
You're good, you killed him.
Ooh, I killed it! So I get a clue.
I thought you got more, right?
Discover 1 clue at your location when you defeat an enemy. So I got a clue.
You said you had something that got you more
that was
clues.
my first turn. Will you calm down?
Get these clues. I'm Ashcan Pete.
Pet your dog. Calm down. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna do an investigate action for another one, and so I'm at what's it at for investigate? I'm at 3. The
2.
shroud is 2. I'm gonna do.
I can help with that.
You can? Okay. So then I'll play this one. So now I'm at 4 for investigate.
And I assume you want to be.
Why don't you go ahead and help? I can help you next time. You have an action
I'm at
left after
5,
this?
yeah. So I'm at 5. I can do one more. Should I do one more? Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm at 6.
All right.
Right. 4, 5, 6. Oh,
Do you
7.
really need to pass this or something?
7.
Well, just to make sure, because I can get 2 clues out of it.
Got it. So you're at 7.
-2, 5. So we're good. Okay.
So you get
I
2
got 2
clues.
clues.
All right, take 2 and give me 1 back. Here you go. And you have an action left, or that was it?
I have action. That was 2 actions. So I have
Take
1
2
action
and call
left.
me in the
You
morning.
attacked the guy. Now you did that. Yeah.
So now it's just 1, and I'm at a 3,
4, 5.
4, 5. Okay.
5.
I have a feeling I'm going to fall off this cart, though, if I don't get out of there, but I can't.
Yeah, you can't.
Well,
But
again, if
if
we take
one of
out
us
the
can-
acolyte here, ideally.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I have -1. What was I at?
You have
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
4, so I'm
minus
good. All right, so
1.
I got that last one.
Got
There.
And then
Now
this
y'all
is
can run
committed.
away.
Committed what? Draw a card if I succeed. Sweet. Okay. You're done. You'll definitely make it.
All right. Definitely? Do I have your word?
Okay.
So we want to kill that acolyte lest he cause the next card to flip.
That is correct. How do I do this? I'm gonna go ahead and go next, okay?
Okay.
Test 4. 1, 2 is a move, and then I gotta do that.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a move in here. As an additional cost to move, I have to test 4 willpower. If I'm successful, I discard that. Okay, my willpower is 4. Yeah. I want to save that because I don't really care.
Right, if you fail,
4.
it's 5 cards off the top of the
Yeah,
deck.
it's
but I think we're all
4
really
against
deep.
my 4.
Might as well draw +1 while you're at it. Just go for it.
That is -1 if you fail, and it is your turn. Lose all remaining actions and end your turn immediately.
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, come on.
Lucky, fast, play when you fail a skill test. You get +2 to that skill. Draw a card.
Oh.
All right,
Thank goodness,
don't fail.
Dang.
All right, I
Holy
did not
cow.
fail that, so this is discarded. I move in here for my first and second action because I'm frozen in fear. This engages me.
And we reveal.
For my third, oh yeah, and I need to reveal this.
Feel it?
Sleeping car is connected. Gain 3. It's an action that says gain 3 resources. Remember that you have stolen a passenger's luggage. Group limit once per game.
Only 1 clue there, though?
1 singular clue
Oh,
there.
that's good.
With a shroud of 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta get Chris.
All right, now
But we've got to take this guy out, or else we're
I have
probably
1
gonna get
action
that,
left.
and I'll die.
1 action left. I was hoping to save Lucky for that one, but I'm gonna go ahead and do. Can't pay for that anymore. The difficulty's 3. The doggy attacks for 4.
Oh, you're not with me anymore.
I know.
5, 6,
Ooh-wee.
7, 8.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm at 8 against a 3.
So one thing can fail it, right?
I think so.
The tentacles. I don't think we have any.
Is smashing
Okay,
time.
good.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right, good. That's gone. Goodness.
Man.
Jeez, you saved me.
Okay, I'm
Look at
good.
this.
Now the end of my turn, I need to test this. Test 3 for that trash.
Oh my gosh.
And see if I can get rid of it.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Little suckers on its hands.
Yes, finally.
All right.
Gosh, get out of here. Frozen in fear.
Oh, thank you. Lucky is right.
Yeah, no, we're happy to be
It
playing
is,
it.
yeah.
All right,
It's been a
thanks,
lot of fun.
guys.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
It's funny. we actually played just the previous scenario like 5 hours ago.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Because Z was like, I think this one would be good live.
Better, yeah, we'll be better live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
I
really
agree,
like
just
this
like-
scenario.
This
Also,
is an
kind of the
exciting
linear
one.
nature of it is really interesting.
Yeah, it's very cinematic.
Because most of the other scenarios, you have different
Right.
cards. This one can connect
Here,
these
here,
two.
here,
This
here,
one can go
yeah.
to these ones. And I like that a lot.
Right.
And I was like, oh, a straight line, got it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, ah.
Yeah, the trading cards keep getting sucked into a vortex. All right, I'm done. It's you, Chris.
All right, one action. Thanks for getting rid of that barrier.
Yeah, that was nasty.
That was very nasty.
We gotta get in there. We can. I think we're nearly there. We can do it. We can
Just
do
don't
it.
leave me behind.
Second
Please.
action, I'm going to pay for the flashlight. So it's got 3 uses on it.
But we only need one.
Now, my last action, I'm going to do this. I'm going to.
Yes.
So this is -2 shroud, so it's only 2.
Uh-huh.
I'm testing 5, 6, 7, or no, 6. Yeah, that's good there. So
That's your
6.
4 up.
Yeah, 4 up. So 6 against 2.
And -4, yeah.
So,
All right. Got
crushing it.
him.
All right. Was that your final action?
that was it. So we got that clue. So now we can finally move into the last.
There we go.
Nice.
All right. No baddies in play. We got that under control for right now. Anyway.
Make it work.
No enemy phase that we need to worry about. Upkeep.
Oh, I didn't ready this last time.
Oh, you
So,
didn't?
I still
Okay,
have
go
this.
ahead.
All right.
So I still have this. Z, do you
Who needs it?
You want
I
to?
mean,
Do you want to have more cards? Because, or I
You
could
have
do
more
it.
of the mitigation. So, well, I guess, hopefully we're just running into there, but we don't know what the next thing
But
is
there
to
is
do,
going to
right?
be one more thing. Yeah. So I'm going to use my tome as my free action.
Maybe you, because you're closer. I mean, it's going to take, if it is something like fighting, it's still going to take me 2 moves to get there. So you'll end up going into that cart with more actions.
Yeah. Let's give it to you
Okay,
because you
alright.
have a little more.
Yeah.
so I'm drawing 3. I'm taking that. All right.
Do you want to?
I'm not gonna build it. Yeah.
Okay. So that's exhausted. Okay. Enemy phase now. No enemies.
Yep.
Upkeep phase.
Reset
Mhm.
actions. Getting the resource. I'm going to give you a resource C. So
All right. Ready, my doggy. Draw a card. Sweet.
Ayo! Not helpful.
All right. Then beginning of the next round. Doom.
Boom.
Bad stuff.
Yes. Broken rails. Hazard. Revelation. Each investigator at your location loses an action. Ha! Each investigator at your location with 4 or more damage must also discard an asset.
Oof. Flashlight's empty though.
Flashlight's empty. Bye. Okay,
Okay,
but I only
okay.
have 2, so I can get to the card this turn. Ugh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, what do you?
Glad I'm not in your location.
Look at it. It's all slimy.
It's all goopy and disgusting. Here we go.
Congratulations.
Oh, come on.
No way. Again?
I'm frozen in
Why are
fear.
you so fearful?
I'm so scared.
Why can you not be
gosh.
brave?
Yeah, come
like
on,
your
man.
Dog.
Come on, you homeless hobo.
my
It's just a train
gosh.
getting ripped into this
This is
hole in the sky.
You've been through worse. No.
There was a wizard who got sucked up in the sky.
And this lady has a hammer.
You're weak.
I'm scared. My
You're
name is Ashcan
weak.
Pete. They call me Ashcan Pete. Okay, I'm done. Chris, there you go.
I don't know if you guys saw, but Mike just
The
announced
grandpa.
that.
Mike.
Not Delicio.
Mike in the chat there.
I'm like, what? How? It's happening right now? Surprise? Mike is a grandpa. Congratulations.
Oh,
Or no, he's going to be.
going to.
Name his
Going to
grandson
be.
Oh, you're going to be a grandpa.
And
Okay.
his son is going to be Ashcam, or the grandchild's going to be Ashcam Pete.
Nice.
Okay. Congratulations.
Oh boy. Okay.
What's happening?
Surge. Revelation. Put helpless passenger into the play area at the location to your left.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Parlay. Take control of the helpless passenger. Forced
Nah.
if helpless passenger leaves
Throw
play.
him into the vortex.
If helpless passenger leaves play, each
dear.
investigator takes 1 horror.
Oh, well,
Alright, so this
fine.
guy's
I
right
might
here,
need to save
basically.
him.
Revelation, you put him there to your left, right?
Uh-huh.
Or at yours if you cannot, if you're at the end, yeah. So basically, once you've gone past him, you find out, oh, come back and help me. And you got to deal with this guy. It also has Surge. So here's another one.
Okay. Well, it's just an action for me to grab him, though.
Yeah, I think so. You have to
Yeah,
parlay
it
with
just
him.
takes-
There's no
yeah.
test. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Okay, there's no cultist enemy to put 2 Doom onto. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy. Draw it and shuffle the encounter deck.
Any cultist?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can search for whatever we want, basically.
Is it discard pile too or no?
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
So
Okay.
the only cultists, I think, are acolytes. Might as well pull one out of there.
Are they all the same?
I think so. I don't think there's any other cultists in this scenario except...
The Wizard of the Order.
Oh, yeah,
But
no.
he's gone. He's got such.
Yeah.
Let's see him. He might be better because he doesn't have Doom. What's it say? You put 1 on it? That card you discarded, Chris?
Yeah, at the end of the Mythos phase.
No.
Okay.
The card you drew.
Oh, I threw it over there.
on
It was
top.
just get the.
There's 2 Doom on the nearest. If there's none, and draw it. Okay, got it.
So just.
Which one's worse? I mean, this one is worse. He's bigger.
Yeah, 'cause he's hard. I mean, so harder. That one.
See,
All right, he's chilling at the engine car.
Okay.
And then he gets a Doom.
He does get a Doom placed on him.
All right,
Thankfully, this is the end of the Mythos phase.
that's that.
Okay.
Okay. Stupid cultist.
Oh
Now I'm frozen in
gosh.
fear again.
Do you? Okay. Should I move in there first so you can know what to do with your actions a little bit better, or does that matter?
I do wish I mean, we do need
What
to know
happens if
what's
he
in there,
dies?
but don't forget the cultist. Can you fight at all?
It's fine if he punches me a little bit.
Why
right?
don't? Should I go ahead and save him? Because if I end up falling off out of this cart, then I don't want. He would die too, so I would take that.
Yeah, go ahead and say. Why don't you go first?
Yeah, because
and
I mean,
do
I have
something?
a really easy. So I'm gonna save the passenger for 1,
And then
lame.
move on.
And then for 2, I'm just going to move out of that car.
What's with the broken rails thing?
I only get 2 actions. I'm down in action.
Got it.
So I'm saving a passenger and moving.
is
Woohoo!
done, right?
It is.
Oh man.
You're
There's
definitely
been-
not doing that well this scenario.
No, there's been a
What are we thinking?
lack of guns and macheteing.
You have a machete?
I know, but I haven't been macheteing.
There's a helpless
haven't been-
passenger right there with you.
A missed opportunity. I had to save him
You can save him from the horror that awaits him up in the sky
and take the horror
in
for
that
myself.
portal.
No, I ain't taking his horror. I don't want that. He
I'm
can
just
keep
saying, you can be like,
Take me
spare
up
you
to the
worst
horror
pain.
in the sky.
Worst pain? I mean, that's what I would
Close
do.
your eyes.
When you die.
I'm really good at this. It won't even hurt.
Shink. What do you think? You or me?
Whenever I go, I think I should use this first, the tome, to look at more cards.
I should be able to. I mean, I ideally I'm better at killing this guy than you, right? That's the deal.
Yeah.
I should do it, Chris. I think it should be me.
Okay.
All right, I'm walking in there.
You're a brave man and a dog.
1, 2. That takes 2 actions.
Your dog's getting
Wait,
better.
really quick question.
Yeah,
If you do the investigate version,
yeah.
it doesn't take both of your actions, right? And even if there's nothing to investigate here, if it's like a different objective, you still didn't use a move action.
That's true. A fight action then takes 2
Yeah.
first. So
So you couldn't move.
you might
and
investigate,
fight.
assuming we have to investigate. The problem is the dog is exhausted. To be fair, I have a lot of cards I won't need. And I can always
Okay.
ready him.
So okay, yeah.
All right, fine. Let's do it. I'm going in here with the dog. Investigate. You may move to a connected location to investigate. I walk
Sniff
in
'em out,
there.
dog.
We are going to flip this over. It does have clues. It says engine. Okay, forced. After you reveal engine car, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a grappling horror and draw it.
Oh.
Shuffle.
That's the one I had.
Great. And then I investigate. There are going to be 4, 6 clues in there.
Yeah, we already defeated that grappling horror earlier.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't see him though. There he is.
All right, he's mine now. I'm going to go ahead and finish my investigation. Difficulties 2, I'm investigating with 4. Where's the bag?
Roy, they want your official opinion. Are we gonna win or not?
I don't know.
I think
Come
the more
on, bro.
I think the
Come
more
on.
interesting
Plus
question.
1, fool.
Heck yeah!
Is
I think the
what?
more interesting question is when we
That
win.
much damage, do you?
Are the grappling horrors the same?
When we win, is Camilla going to get
Okay.
sucked into that portal in the sky?
That's what I'm nervous of. Gonna take more horror damage. Ooh.
Okay,
Colin
so
Banks. I don't know about him.
that was 1.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is bad. I need to just get rid of this more than really do anything else, right?
Right. I think we're more worried about the doom.
All right, well then I'll discard a card. This is a free activation. It will not trigger attacks of opportunity. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, that's not really that useful, but it is good. You've gone already?
I have.
Dang.
No, there's no test to enter the engine. You just have to make sure each previous room is empty of clues.
I don't think there's a test.
Wait, is this as soon as we enter we advance this, or?
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh. Well, so it just happened. It actually hasn't, yeah.
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
haven't done
before you do
anything
it.
else.
Okay.
finished the rest of
All
your
right.
action, including the investigate.
And now this happens, right. So objective, an investigator enters, immediately advance. Okay.
Sweet.
The investigator entering the engine car reads the following out loud, it says.
Oh.
A tender car filled with coal blocks your way to the engine cab. Swallowing your fear, though not very well, apparently.
Oh,
You climb out of the nearby window and clamber onto the roof of the train, making your way across the tender car. The steady backward motion of the train makes it difficult for you to keep your footing. As you get close, a winged creature swoops down from above, its body composed of piping hot steam.
I'm getting ready to die.
You must decide. Choose one. I test 3 agility to attempt to dodge the creature. And then there's something that happens. Okay, that sucks. Or I can test 3 strength to attempt to endure the creature's extreme heat.
You are weak.
I would rather.
And oh,
I would rather.
Oh, here you go. This is the test you're talking about. There you go. Yep.
Yeah, sorry, thanks.
This one was a minute ago.
I'm gonna do the. Those are both terrible, to be honest. I can just pass one slightly more easily. I don't really want the result of that one, though, if I fail. Okay. I'll try to pass the one I can pass slightly more easily, I think. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try to evade it. Test of
baby.
3. Difficulty of 3. I'm at 3. 4, 5, 6.
all right.
Alright, so I'm at 6, testing against 3. Okay, good.
All right.
If I had failed, I would have taken a trauma.
Oh, gosh.
no.
So permanent damage
Whoa.
to the start of every game.
Consistent damage from here on out for the rest
Oh, that
of
would
the
have brought you to
campaign.
4? Yes. Oh, that would have been rough.
Awful.
Oh,
Alright,
man.
so here is our new objective. Get the engine running. You've managed to make it to the engine cab. But now you have to get the engine started again so you can outrun the pulling force of the gate. Objective, there are no clues in the engine car. Immediately advance.
Oh, so we have to get all those too.
Okay.
Alright, so
Okay,
now that I've
that's
done
not
all that jazz, I was gonna fight one of these nerds. So I'll do that.
Nerd.
We've still got more after that. That'll probably fly away, but maybe both. It's probably just this one. But I
Maybe.
do want to get rid of that guy anyway. But also, guys, maybe that.
Also, maybe that.
Why not both?
I haven't thought of it that way.
What do we think? Do we want to worry about that advancing right now? But I might take hits from these people, or should I try to perhaps avoid their hits? What are we thinking?
And how many does it take? 3?
3.
Oh, I think we have to take that out, right? Oh, we do have one more.
I don't know. It's possible that Camilla will get
It could.
eaten up.
Oh yeah, because you haven't gone yet.
I will definitely
Yeah.
book it.
All right.
It's very possible that takes off 2 cards.
I'll do
forcing
this
us.
action here. Discard a card from my hand. Ready an asset once per round. I did that, and now I will attack. 4 against this 3.
Oh wow, Adam.
Am I with anybody? I'm not with anybody. 4. Oh, that sucks. 5.
Big storm took out his powers. Sorry to hear that, Adam.
Oof.
It's rough.
Sweet.
Ah.
I got a 0.
Yes.
All
Get out of here,
right.
Doom.
Done.
All right.
Such difficult. Okay, what do you got?
All right. Is me. I'm gonna scooch on over, and I'm gonna do some investigating, Nathan.
Come on, we gotta get these.
Let's
This
do
is
it.
all you. This is your strength, right?
Thank you,
Bread and butter for
please.
you. I'm over here getting pummeled by a grappling horror. Touching on me.
Fine.
Look at that guy right there. You see that fella right there?
Yes.
Okay, 6 brings me to 2. Or 6 versus a shroud of 2. Bram.
Ooh.
Number of the agenda is 4.
All right, there you go.
You're
That
still
does
good,
it.
right?
Still got it.
That still got it.
6
Freaking
6 against
ridiculous.
2.
Oh my gosh.
But
I love it. Wow, when Chris is
like,
investigating
"Ah."
with this character, he'll be like,
Good.
negative 12. I still get it.
Got it.
got it. We're good. I forgot that I had these flashlights and stuff, so I should probably be using those. I'm going to.
gotta
Oh, you know
use
what?
it.
I'm gonna do this as my free action here, and I think that I'll take it unless you want it, Z.
I'm fighting a grappling horror, but please help yourself.
What do you
No,
think?
it's fine. If you can, let's get the clues, man. Get the clues. Don't worry about me. I'll be
Anywhere we
fine.
gotta
You know
get
why
for?
I'll be
Look.
fine? I'm Ashcan Pete.
There you go.
That's how you know. Because I'm Ashcan Pete, okay? I was born in the back of a donkey cart. In the roaring
You're assimilating
Is that the
very
official lore?
18
well to
nights.
this.
Yes.
That's the official lore.
The official lore is donkey cart back.
Donkey cart back. You never know when you can.
You don't know about Ashcan Pete. Okay, I played the RPG.
Listen, donkey cart's got back.
Donkey got back.
I was supposed to get shuffled in. Got it. Okay. All right. Cool. So then my next action, I'm going to I'm gonna spend my flashlight
Do it.
and bring that shroud down to 0.
Zip.
Oh.
Boo boo boo! -3. We're good,
Doesn't matter.
matter.
Okay. Oh, we're almost there. Is that
Almost
it?
there, guys.
That was it?
That's it.
Okay. All right, baddies. This guy hits me for 1 and 1. I'm going to give both to the dog.
Okay.
Oh, he's fine. See?
Yeah.
That's what he gets for being brave.
He's so brave.
You're brave.
He's
You could
so-
have taken it. But you're frozen in fear.
Oh, I forgot to test my frozen in fear, actually.
Yes.
Let me test it.
Donkey cart back. Yep.
Sounds like a rap song.
It's a big 90s hit. It really was.
What was that?
Sweet. I did it.
1890s.
Donkey got back. Donkey cart back.
Okay. Did it. Okay, I take the hit. I did it already. That's done, right? For baddies, it's just this thing.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, upkeep. We do all this.
Got that back.
Ready all that. Draw a card. Okay, gain a resource. Thank you.
Look. Something helpful.
All right.
Okay.
Next round. That.
Listen to her, Acolyte. Spawn at an
come
empty
on.
location.
Put him right there.
But he won't hunt, right?
No, he's gonna
Fine,
die
leave him.
soon. Is what he's gonna do.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, whoa.
That's a big one.
Great. So
pass.
the emergent monstrosity, great name, spawn the location to your right, or your location if there is no location to
Are
your
you
right.
serious? On me? I get hosed in this game.
To my right.
To the right.
Oh, the right.
So meaning nothing to
Oh.
the right. So on me.
Oh, okay.
Right, now I have both of these, okay? I got the
Donkey
grappling
Kong.
horror.
But
I got the emergent
but I'm good,
monstrosity. I
though.
look this
But
way,
I'm-
grappling horror. I look this way, emergent monstrosity. This one's emerging, it's
Actually,
a
I think-
monstrosity.
I think you're
This one's
grappling-
grappling me.
No, I don't think
it's
you
a
can see
horror. Let me put it into
I
terms here.
see
It's a movement piece. Ah. Yeah.
Got it. You're good.
I'm scary.
Help. And scene. Okay. Oh, he enters play exhausted. He's not engaged with
Yeah,
us.
sweet.
Oh,
I take
see,
that back.
all your wine.
I look this way.
Wait, hold on. No.
Grappling
Intermission.
horror. I look that way. And exhausted monstrosity.
He's taking a
So
nap.
tired. Sweet baby.
I'll take an encounter card. Boop. Claws of Steam. Revelation
You like
test.
the claws of steam.
Yeah, test 3
No.
will. If you fail, take 2 damage,
The
and
other
you
one.
cannot move
Okay.
from this location this round. Must be assigned to your assets first, if possible. Well, I got 3 will, and I can do this, so I'll just make it.
Do it.
6 will. It really doesn't matter, but
Yeah, do it.
why not? I want to not take damage. Huzzah! There you go. That brings it down to 4.
You're good, you pass?
A pass.
Fully? Okay. Alright, we're good. Chris, get these clues, please.
All right.
Do not fail this.
So first one, boop, flashlight. So the
Can I help
shroud
you
is
with any
down
of
to
this? No.
0. Okay, we're good there. Just switcheroo the. I got it here.
You got it? Okay.
So I'm gonna take one of these. Second action. So my flashlight's exhausted. I'm gonna use my tome to look at 3. And
Just keep whatever you're going to keep for the symbols, man, at this point. I got to get these clues.
yeah,
There's only 2 left.
there's only 2 left.
I'll be able to get 1.
No, you won't.
You don't know what I can do.
Thanks, but no thanks.
No,
Thanks for
you're
playing.
busy grappling.
Okay, thanks for playing. The only thing you've done of use is save some helpless passenger.
I know. Gosh, he's so useless.
So-
I really
Okay.
regret not throwing him in the void. He's like a freaking
5.
wet bag full of
6.
chickens or something. I
Wet
don't know.
bag
He's
full of
like
chickens.
useless.
I look this
Like,
way,
what are you gonna
grappling
do?
horror.
Wet bag
I look that way. Is that a wet bag full of chickens?
He's nothing but slowed me down. That's
think of the salmonella. Hoi!
useless.
Minus
Oh,
4.
my card.
I
That's a good
pass
card.
it.
Oh my
You still
God.
pass?
Yeah,
What?
I boosted it up to
Serious?
6. Yes.
Okay, good man, good man. Get another one.
And a last, I'm gonna do it one more time. And
I hope
Go
you
all in,
lose
baby.
it so I can get
You
it.
better
and
go
get
all
hero.
in.
and I'm gonna that's that's 9.
That's alcohol.
9?
I'm going
What?
with the 9.
But I wanted
Sometimes
the glue.
overkill is overkill.
Ah!
Okay, you did it.
I
There
wish.
you go.
Tentacles.
Okay, so objective. If there are no clues on the engine car, immediately advance.
And that's why I'm a
If I
librarian.
fall
The
off
engine.
I know
right
how to
now-
start a
The
train.
engine roars to life and kicks into motion. You shovel coal into the engine's firebox and are relieved to see that the train is moving forward along the tracks once again.
We need more dogs, sir.
Resolution
Do I fall off?
1.
Okay, all right.
So resolution 1 is what we get. Chris, you and I did great.
Hey, Camille, how'd you do?
I'm just back here playing with this bag full of chicken. I known as helpless passenger. He's useless.
Bag
I
full
hate
of
him.
chickens.
That's what the kids are calling it these days.
Please.
Bag full of chickens.
So no investigator was defeated this entire time.
That is
No.
correct.
So-
Almost, but not quite.
Almost. As close.
So
as
we don't
close.
have to read any of that, so we're going to read resolution 1.
Resolution 1 is correct.
You breathe a sigh of relief as the gate behind the train collapses harmlessly upon itself. I don't know if I'd use the word harmlessly.
No, right? People died, so.
The few passengers who survived the ordeal seem unable to comprehend what just happened. One passenger mentions a pipe bursting in the rear car, and that quickly becomes the explanation for the innocent and ignorant, those who either cannot or choose not to delve further into the mystery. You, on the other hand, know better. Although in hindsight, you wish you didn't. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value
Sorry, Chris.
of each card in the victory.
Okay, so we've got this emergent monstrosity, that this parlor car had a victory value, and then the one we're on has one.
There you go. So
I
that's,
think that's it, right? All the other cars that got
Yeah.
swallowed up, none of them
No.
have one. Check those, we're good. The last two I think were just set
Yeah.
aside at the beginning.
Yeah, those two.
Okay,
Nope.
cool. So we get what? What does it say?
just that number of experience.
So 3,
3.
it looks like.
And then we can do upgrades and whatnot on our cards. But
And that's it. All right. That was a fight,
did it!
guys. We clawed our way to the front of the truck,
We
the
did.
truck. Yeah,
of the train,
big rig, the 18-wheeler.
and we did it. We are alive. We are unshamed.
We
most
have a
of us.
helpless passenger.
Yeah,
Oh, you
most
made
of
a
us.
friend along the way.
All right, so we're going to clean this up. We're going to be right back. Everybody, stick around. Don't go anywhere. And thank you, by the way, if you were helping out in the chat with rules questions and just general excitement. We appreciate it. But yeah, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.
Because I'm fun.